What's up, y'all? I know y'all miss me. I am telling y'all we are on our way. Y'all should be liking the video right now. Y'all should be liking the video right now. Okay. We are live. Y'all should be liking the video. All right, y'all. Now let's start it. Go on over there on YouTube. Here we go. I see y'all in the chat. Oh, man. We live. Well, welcome everybody to the Wiley Show. Y'all said, how are y'all doing? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. This has been an awesome day. A wonderful day, awesome day. We're going to have a great show today. We have a great show planned. I am actually rocking my black scrub shirt today in honor of all the frontline workers, for those that we have lost. And definitely for that, we're wearing that, and also an honor for those that are still working on the front lines and stuff like that. I really when I put this on, I have so many memories. I could just talk about being a frontline worker, working on the front lines, working in these different nursing homes, working in assisted living facilities. It's a lot that I can talk about, but that ain't the show today. We're going to be getting into the dark skin and light skin. We're going to be breaking that down. We're also going to be getting into breaking down Keyshia Cole. And we're also going to be talking about Jaguar Wright. We want to say to everybody that's in this live. Now, this is your first time tuning in. Thank you. And welcome to the Wiley Show. We are the up-and-coming YouTube channel. I say I am the best because I woke up today and I looked in the mirror and say, I am the best. And that is why we are here. So let's get into it. First of all, Keyshia Cole went live. So let's watch her live a little bit. Let's get into her live a little bit. She was talking about her situation. So let's see if we can bring her on the live. Not bring her on, but just watch her live. Let me reword it because y'all gonna be like, oh, she coming on? No, we got a screen share because she went live on Instagram to apologize and to give us some updates on what really happened during her versus battle with Ashanti. Okay. All right,
What's happening?
Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know, we up on this thing.
We up on this. Got to just talk to the people and just. I have some questions that, as you know, I wanted to for the verses. Everybody was hitting me like, "Yo, Elijah, are you there with your sister? What's going on?" I was in my.
Whatever it was, you know what I'm saying. I think that more so than anything, people wanted me to sit,
be present,
even though they didn't know that I was present.
Right.
But
why it might have appeared that she weren't present? What was going on behind? Because I want people, and even with what was going on behind, there's so many components that come into play that the average person is not aware of. They got to get the make sure the sound, and you're going back and forth with the audio. Myself, am I hearing too much DJ? Am I hearing more of my lyrics? Can you please explain to people that why you might been off to the side when the thing started, but you couldn't come into frame? And
let me get to that. And his audio thing was together, but let me just give y'all a summary of that, of what she was saying. But she was pretty much apologizing for being late because people wanted her to be there, and his audio was just clicking and messing up. And she was really apologizing because let me tell you the reason why Keyshia Cole apologized. Producers, can y'all put up her picture, please? We talking about Keyshia. I want us to put the picture on. Okay, give me a second. I don't want to yell. I said I'm not gonna yell to people. Okay, that ain't all black folks don't look alike. I said put up the Keyshia Cole in Ashanti. There you go. Okay, Keyshia Cole and Ashanti. They had this battle. Now she had a nasty attitude. You know what I'm saying? Even if your equipment is not working, this is why it is so important to do pre-shows to prepare for this episode. This is why I tell when you got a show together, this is why it's go live, see how it is, test it out. Even when I use StreamYard, sometimes, when I have like a big show, like especially if it's something like really big, I just get like one of my moderators say, hey sis, can you come on StreamYard before we go live to see if it's actually working? Make sure my mic is connected, etc. She should have like, see, a lot of times the atmosphere of the show was late because even when Ashanti caught the Rona, they had to cancel. Then it was another episode they had to cancel. So already that versus battle was just. And another thing with the versus battle, people ain't really talking about. They don't have a connection as any stories, because the beauty of the versus battle with Gladys or with Patty or with Brandy and Monica, they had stories about the business. They had stories of working with this producer or with this writer. They gave you a backstory. And there was some chemistry there. Even with my girl Brandy, when she was in there writing her poetry, it was still some type of chemistry there. But with Keyshia and Ashanti, it was no type of chemistry. The chemistry wasn't there. Y'all understand what I'm saying? When you are doing an episode and you sitting there and you're doing a show, you be like, oh my God, I worked with this producer, and remember we did that show together, and we was at the Showtime at the Apollo, or we was at Allstate Arena. They didn't have that type of. They just did not have that chemistry. You know what I'm saying? It just was no type of chemistry there. It was whack. And if this is why the versus battle only works when both parties bring their A game. And a lot of times, if you're not bringing your A game, it take down from the show. You got to bring it. You got to make sure, even if you late and you come on like, hey, what's up, my girl? Hey, a shot to this kid. What? I'm gonna go first. I'm like, my apologies. Someone's gonna give a little joke or something. Do your songs. Where were you? Do your song. And if you know you can't sing live, lip sync. Get up there. That's one thing I like about Mariah Carey. When she knows she can't hit them notes no more, get up there and lip sync. Don't be trying to, where were you? It the sound right? Can you? No, baby. Just get up there and lip sync. Okay. Okay, just get up there and lip sync. Don't be trying. That's one thing about Monica and Brandy. Did Brandy get up there and sing a little, and don't be trying to drink all that alcohol. Because you got a lot of people watching, and make sure your sound is together. That's why you got to rehearse and practice. And I personally believe Keyshia Cole did not come. She did not rehearse. She just probably said, okay, it is what it is. Let's just do it. She just probably just did it for a check. But I put on my Facebook page that they should definitely do a redo. I personally like to see, thank you so much, producer. I was feeling you with that, with Tony and Mary J. Blige. I want to see it because with them, they're going to come with history in the business. They understand the artistry. They come from a different era. They're going to take it serious. And I want to see that. I want to see Tony break my heart. Love me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna get. And I would love to see Tony and Mary J get up there, and she get up there and dance. Okay. She get up there and do the Mary J dance. Okay. I would love to see that. Right. And it's very profitable when you do it because they get sponsors, Ciroc, Doritos, they get all type of stuff. You get a check. So I would love to see all of that together. I would love to see that. Would y'all love to see that? I would love to see that. And another piece for the R&B, I would love to see Chris Brown and Usher. Okay, I would love to see Chris Brown and Usher to do a versus battle. I would love to see that. I would love to see Chris Brown and Usher do a versus battle. I think that would be great. I think Chris Brown got the catalog for Usher. I would love to see that because Chris Brown got a great and we're gonna do a special show about Chris Brown. So I'm gonna just move on from that because we got an episode. We're gonna do a show in honor of our brother Chris Brown. Okay, we're gonna do that, and we'll do a show for that. But I would love to see that. And then and then this versus battle of Chris Brown. Okay, let me say this. Y'all heard it here first. If they do a versus battle, they get up and they perform. Had a first versus battle, they up there dancing, get up there dancing. They can't. I don't want to just see them sitting down and talking. I want them sweating, dancing, just dancing by themselves, playing their music, and just do it. That's what I want to see that. And I think we should make that happen. We as a supporter, I would love to see Usher. And I would love to see Chris Brown, because even whoever you fans of, you still Chris Brown got some bangers and Usher got some bangers. This is my don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. See, YouTube, we used to get up here and sing, but we can't get up here and sing no more. They be coming for copyrights and stuff, so I can't sing it. But on station, we can get it sing. We can sing it on station here. We get on station, I can definitely see that. All right, who else do y'all would like to see on the versus battle? But shout out to Keyshia Cole, and Ashanti, one of the best. I was over it. You know what I'm saying? One of the best. They could have bought Diane. They could have bought Gladys and Patty back. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. But other than that, I was really feeling it. Her apology, I understand it because it was a lot of controversy. But again, you didn't need to bring that guy on. Who was that guy? Was that her brother? He was good looking. It was good looking, by the way. That equipment wasn't good. The sound wasn't working right, but he looked good. Who was that guy she was with? Can somebody send me his Instagram? Because he can be on Two Man and a Lady. Because he look good. Who was that? I would love to see. Yes. There you go. I would love to see Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. I would love to see Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. Just make sure, Jennifer, when you get her, turn her volume down. Y'all already know Jennifer Hudson, turn her volume down because she's loud. Fantasia, turn her volume down too. Turn her, both of them turn their volume down. Because they real loud. I'm gonna just tell you, Jennifer Hudson, she loud, and Fantasia loud, and make sure you have areas because she love to kick off her foot. But she love to cook off her foot. Now I don't know. Somebody said Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. I would love Lil Wayne and Jay-Z. I would love to see more of that. I would love to see Beyonce do a versus battle with Rihanna. I would love to see Beyonce and Rihanna do a versus battle. And I like Beyonce because she's unbothered and she's about her money. And, but I would love to see her, do a little bit more with her peers. I just think back in the day, Beyonce, she was so on red carpet. She would do interviews, but now she like, But I would love to see Beyonce and Rihanna. That would be a great versus battle. That would be a great versus battle. But wait a minute, let's look at it. Somebody just sent me that about the verses, about the ratings. They said all together it was more than 8.1 million people watch. Let's show. We doing all that talking. Wait, thank y'all so that showed me that 1.8, wait, let me do it again. 8.1 million. Did we get that right? Yeah, 8.1 million people tune in across Instagram, Apple Music, watch Ashanti and Keyshia Cole. We set a new record with 6 million total Instagram live viewers, 1.2 million at one time. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and waited to watch the first verses of 2021. We appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, that was great. That was great. You could imagine. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even put the okay. Give me a second. I'm seeing people in the chat. They still posting people up in there. I just want this to continue to succeed because it is Black owned. It is a Black owned business. So I want this to succeed. Anything that's dealing with Black people, anything with its Black ownership, I'm all about this. I think it's dope. I think it's great that that is me personally. I just think it's great for the culture. to see this incredible idea just flourishes to something great for the culture. And they were offered money, you know what I'm saying? They were offered money to like sell it to other organizations. And I'm really glad that, you know, they said, no, we're not going to sell this. We actually going to keep this to our business. We're not going to sell it to nobody. So I'm really great for that. I'm really, really great for that. Yes, Chris Brown catalog is definitely great. It is. It is. Well, we're going to do a special show for Chris Brown because I felt in my spirit to do a message for him. I did. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I want to get into this next subject, and I didn't put her picture up here, so I'm gonna just go ahead on and just do commentary on it. Jaguar Wright. Now, everybody know the series have been released. Everybody was asking me for my opinion about the series. What did they think about it and everything like that? And I heard other people talking about it. And there's one thing that people were talking about her son. I want to say this. People, you cannot put and say that guy got a disability if he have not been diagnosed. So I was listening to a radio show and they were saying, you can tell that her son is artistic and he got it. You can tell. You can what? Just because he's intelligent, just because he can make a complete sentence, he got to be artistic? Just because he's in college and all. You cannot diagnose a child or anybody unless you got MD behind your name. Not taking D up your butt. I'm saying you got to have MD behind your name. Not that you take D behind up your butt. I'm talking about having MD behind your. You have to be in the field to diagnose people with autism. You cannot diagnose them. No, I don't care how. If you are not with it, you cannot do that. Okay. If the son say he don't got it, the father say he don't got it, if he ain't been diagnosed, you can't say he got something he ain't been diagnosed with it. You can't be doing that. Now, I told y'all the issues that I had with the series. I told y'all the issues that y'all know what I'm trying to say. Autism. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. If I'm not pronouncing it right, y'all know what I'm trying to say. You can't say, oh, he have autism. Oh, he's something, you know, if he ain't been diagnosed with it. If he ain't been diagnosed with it, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Autism. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You can't be doing. How would you feel if somebody comes in? Well, your son got it. You ready to fight if he ain't been diagnosed, or he or she haven't been diagnosed with it. Period. And the son is 18 years old. He made a decision to do the show and to come and do that episode, and he got interviewed. And Tasha K, somebody criticized her. Oh, Tasha K shouldn't have told what the mama said about, oh, yeah, she should have, because he was going to find out about it anyway. If you're doing a documentary and you say, hey, I'm going to do this documentary, it is her job to show him what is said about him. Period. I stand by that because the integrity of the project, the integrity of the production, the integrity of the show, you have to tell him. If he didn't know, you give him and you show it to him. Period. Just like when, I don't know if y'all saw this part, but this is a spoiler. We didn't already spoil it. So if you didn't watch it, it's up to you. Just like the grandmother, just like Sam's mother, which is Sam Jr.'s grandmother, just like when she showed the video, when Jaguar Wright showed up to her house, and the mama, this is Sam's mama, she said, well, did Sam give you that video? I got another video. And Tasha K was like, no. He didn't send a video. The grandmother showed another video, and Jaguar was like that. This is HD. Look at this HD. Very disrespectful. Now, I'm saying this because Jaguar is on a press, and she's doing different things. She's saying different things on social media, and I want to provide some my response to what she's saying and give my commentary. But give me a second. I'm gonna open up these lines so I won't forget. Give me a second. Her son is 18 years old. So that means he's an adult. He's not 8 years old. He's 18. He have a right to have a conversation with.
Press 1
He's grown.
to hear important.
Legally,
Your
he's an
show is
adult.
scheduled to start in
Interview.
20 seconds.
The father agreed, and he agreed. So give me a second. Will Wiley take calls concerning the Jaguar story? Oh boy, anybody can call in. I want to say this because I want to wait till these lines boot up because I don't want to overtalk when they make the little announcement. Give me a second.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Okay, so if anybody want to call in, you can call in and stuff like that, so you could be in line, so you don't have to wait. Now, Jaguar went on there. She recorded her mother. Hey, mama, do you know what was said about you? What was said? She was like, no. And the mama wasn't really trying to hear. Did you hear what was said about you? It was your niece and your granddaughter was saying this about you. Did you hear what was said? Well, do you care about me? Like, she was just yelling at the mama. They're saying that I'm stealing from you. Well, did you hear? Did you hear what? I'm like, you yelling at your mama like that? Did y'all hear? I said, wait a minute, Jaguar Wright. I said, wait a minute. You recorded your mother and you're yelling at your mother. Clearly, your mother do not know that this documentary is out. And you are yelling at her, and she like, oh, it is what it is. That's they shouldn't be saying this or whatever. They're saying that I'm stealing from you. You know how she weighs her voice. Did you hear that? Did y'all hear that? She should have. Did y'all hear that? I heard it. See, some of y'all don't want to hear this stuff. Man, she yelled at her mama. This is what I'm saying. You care? You never cared about me. You never cared about me. But if you telling mama $6,000 check, that's easy to prove. Now, I don't know who to believe because the mama did not get interviewed. But the cousin and the niece said that, and her ex-husband said that Jaguar Wright is getting mama pension money. So they should have interviewed the mama. Maybe in the next Surviving Jaguar Wright Part 5, maybe get mama on the line. Because that's an easy question to ask. And if so, if she's getting the money, why are the mama getting evicted? Now, I don't know if she getting evicted because I didn't see no evidence of that she getting evicted. I just know that's what the husband said. So you can criticize the documentary all day long. I can find ways to criticize the documentary, and we did. Just like the niece, she was taking up for her daddy. You don't know what daddy did. Daddy could have argued Jaguar. You don't know. I'm just saying. Even though Jaguar Wright is a lie, she have lied. But the daughter said something in that documentary. I don't know if y'all caught it. Did y'all hear this part when she said, well, Jaguar Wright told me that my dad art her. Jaguar Wright, she told me I was about 10 years old, and she told me that my dad art her. Did y'all catch that part? I don't know if y'all caught it yet. Because some of y'all didn't pay y'all money. Y'all watching it for free now on YouTube. The people that paid the money, did y'all hear that piece? Did you hear that piece? She said that Jaguar told her when she was 10 years old. And she said, oh, so you can't really speak on what your father, you really can't. Only thing that I would like for it, if that somebody would have interviewed him. The one that she accused. She said, Jaguar told me when I was 10 years old that my father art her. And I told my father, he started crying and all that. And I said, where he need to be interviewed. So Keyshia Studios, only critique of this documentary, they got to interview some more people because I got some more questions. I got some more questions in this documentary. I'm entertained by it. But it got to be some more folks got to be interviewed by Tasha K. Bring Tasha K in that fade, get that outfit, bring that because she looking good. Get that outfit, get the cameras. Keyshia Studios gonna have to make another trip. They gonna need a part 4, part 5, and a part 6. because that man needs to get interviewed, right? So I don't know why he was not interviewed. I'm not gonna text Tasha. She's probably in the bushes, but that's just my only critique. Because if someone is accusing somebody of a serious allegation, and if that person's still breathing, that person should at least, if you can't even come on camera, release a statement. So that's my only thing. So I understand with the daughter, I understand what she's saying. And yes, she's very attractive. And I know she's pissed. She just don't like Jaguar Wright because she don't like what Jaguar Wright been saying about her daddy. I can understand it. If somebody talking about your daddy and your mama, you ain't going to be trying to be speaking highly in her favor. But she said something that stuck with me when she said Jaguar told her that her daddy ordered her at the age of 10. And who was me to say that she ain't telling the truth about that? Because the niece said that she told her when she was 10 years old. That's the piece that people, I watch stuff very, very diligently. I watch it and I listen, and sometimes I'll rewatch it to make sure I caught everything. And I caught that piece. All right, but she was yelling at her mama. That I didn't agree with. All right. So how many of y'all watched the documentary? And I want y'all thoughts, and y'all call in for the people that watched it. How do you feel about it? Take how you feel about Tasha out of it. Take how you feel about, just judge the documentary like you watching a Wendy Williams movie. And I want y'all to call in and let me know how you feel about it. How did it make you feel when you watched it? What was your thoughts about it? Other folks were talking about it on station here, and child, these folks think they so grand because they got a good old background. These folks think they so Hollywood. And I'm just, some folks, I'm going to have to say this. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to move on. I ain't going to say no names. I'm going to just say background. These folks get a cute little background. Oh, I got this background. And I'm going to just tell you. I'm not going to be talking about this Jaguar Wright and Tasha K. I'm not going to talk about her at all. I got this new background. I said, Lord have mercy. I'm just listening to this. You might as well watch it. You might as well talk about it. I ain't going to talk about it because these roaches, this is what I'm listening. What they going to do, these rats and roaches, they going to be trying to bite off my content. I said, sit down and shovel some cards and talk about it. You want to talk about it? Go on and talk about it. But I ain't going to say no names. Don't say no names, people, because we don't want to trigger nobody. I was just doing regular commentary. I interviewed Jaguar Wright if she want to talk about the documentary. I interview her and get her thoughts. I'm just looking, but you didn't call her a black bee, you dogged out, all that. I'm just saying if she do go. Why would you even go to something like that? We about to get into something today. We about to talk about it. How come he said he upgrade? Because you got a new little background. So it said out. Let me just say this. It's all comedy because I can't say names because y'all be sending me nasty emails. So just bear with me. So I'm listening because I'm in everybody's bushes listening. I just like this. Yeah, people can't get this background. I paid a good grit for this background. I said this to myself. If that's addressed to me, if we want to get the background that say The Wiley Show, my people can get it. We're not that concerned because we like the piano, we like that background, all that. We're not really that concerned. You understand? I like entertaining the people. I'm not really into like production. Me personally, it's a lot of work. But I'm just like, I use this piece. I'm like, hey, this great. You can see me clearly. Upgrade that. We good and good. You know, but yes. Talked about how Tasha K is bad. How Tasha K is this. Talking about Tasha K gonna get her karma. That person said, yeah, what about Tasha K kids? Talking about Tasha K kids, talking about her karma might hit her kid. They just randomly just talking. I'm just here. And I said, hey, just talk about it on YouTube. You built your platform talking about the woman. You might as well talk about her. I might do it, but I might not. If you are afraid, see, this. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm gonna just say this message. So what if somebody come behind you and fact check you? So what if she go on another channel and do an interview? That's her prerogative. But if you got something to say it on your YouTube channel. And please don't be talking about my people, because they be talking about my audience. My audience, they had that background flute, they're having in that P.O. box, or they're having mail quick, fast, in a hurry. Because my people, they be doing, see, this is the thing I want people to do. They be thinking it be me. No, it be my producers. They the one that be telling me, Wiley, get this, get that, get that. They might come and get it. No, if I just say it, I ain't gonna say it. Hold up. Because you know my producers, I said something about cards. And next thing you know, the cards was in the mail. So I ain't gonna say the background. But if somebody want to get the background, they more than welcome. But we moving on. I'm not saying go get it. Because, you know, sometimes when I say something on the show, people be watching and they get it because they love the Wiley Show. They love me and they get it. That woman said, Wiley, you said something about the cards, and I bought them. And she sure did. She bought them cards. I went to the P.O. box, and the cards was there. And I'm going to use it. We ain't going to use it right now. I'm just saying. So, to Jaguar Wright, my dear sister, do an interview. I think Jaguar Wright is not use of someone fact-checking her. What Jaguar Wright is used to. She's used to dominating the conversation. She does all the talking. She don't want nobody to fact check her at all. She just want to talk and just say whatever. But I don't think that she's used to someone using their production and their skill set to say, hey, let me paint this picture of what I think she is. And right now she can't handle that. And then she try to go to other people platform, which is good to go. I say that. But in my humble opinion, she needs to be doing other things, because she went live. She went on her Facebook page. Wow. Let me see if I can read this. Give me a second. She went on her Facebook page, and I think she's in Arizona, child. She travels a lot. But there ain't nothing wrong with that. You can travel. I just hope that she's well and doing good. Okay, because somebody sent me an email. Shout out to that producer that sent me the email. So she wrote a long post. She talking about how people didn't do nothing for the flowers for her son's funeral and all that stuff. Throwing out at her niece, I think, or was that her sister? Anyway, I think this is her niece. She says, sis, I don't need a ride from the hospital from you. You were pressed to say that you brought me home from the hospital, so I was nice and let you do that because of your controlling behavior. I had a ride already. Furthermore, let's be clear. I'm never stolen from anyone a day in my life, so you can never put that on my name. Now, as far as your son's funeral, you didn't really have one. His ashes was in the urn after his body sat in a freezer for over a month because you are broke and couldn't afford to do a funeral. Then the storage fees for his body was piled up. Who knows what are you doing with my aunt's $6,000 that you take from her monthly? You are the thief. So let's stop playing this game. Lastly, you are so dumb for thinking that attacking a man that is not in my life and hasn't been for years, whoever affected me, you got the wrong one, sis. As far as the book you are supposed to be writing, it will fail just like your first book did, because you are trash and a liar, and the world knows it. And I've always kept my neck clean. Ain't nothing. They dated any and it was Logan. Unlike you effed up and down Logan even after super stardom. I have one real friend and Logan, and that was Lynn. And I know she ain't gonna talk to you because she never liked your A. All right, so the niece is this is Jaguar Wright niece, the one that was in the documentary, the one that said I knew sis was a liar. That's the one that was taking up for her daddy. And yeah, so that's a lot going on. So this documentary touched Jaguar. It touched her. And she tagging people in the post, trying to get other bloggers to get involved. And I'm like, why are you trying to get all these bloggers? They entertained by it. They watching it. These people, they entertained by it. You can tag these bloggers. They're watching it. That woman had 10,000 some odd people in the chat watching that documentary. Right? Now, we invited Jaguar Wright. She was in Dallas. We invited her to come on the show. We talked. We invited her for a sit-down interview. That was the only best way. In Dallas, they have this place where they have cameras, like a studio, and you can go there and record and everything. And that's all I invited her to do. She didn't want to do it. I said, that's the only way. You sit down, we get your side of the story, we can edit it, and that would be great for my show, She didn't want to do that. I don't want to just do, you come on stage, StreamYard, or you could do StreamYard, I don't mind it. But I thought, I'm like, this would be great if we do, in person, you in Dallas, in this public place where they got cameras, and it's really nice. Because I always want to use this place that they got here in Dallas where you can sit down. And that's the place I'm doing my interviews, started bringing people in my house, interviewing. It's another place where I'm going to be start interviewing people in where I don't have to do it at home. And I thank you for that. But she didn't want to do that. And that's fine. She didn't want to do the show, and that was fine. But I just think personally that she should have done a podcast. She should have done her show. All of this press that Jaguar Wright is getting, let me be clear with Jaguar Wright. It's so much that she can monetize off of this that, let's just say, point of argument, that she is taking her mama money for $6,000. You can make quadruple the $6,000 when you get on social, when you do your show on the internet and your podcast. You could make way more than $6,000 a month. Jaguar Wright could have. With that interview with Storm, all of the money that was made, she could have made that for her own brand. After she done that, okay, this is my podcast, Storm, this is my YouTube, drive the traffic. Now when the documentary come out, then you got more people coming on, and then you could have just build your own platform. Instead of going to everybody else, spending 6, 7, 8, 10 hours on somebody else's platform. I only done that once for another content creator. I've been on their platform. I was on there for about 6 hours. I think 6 or 8 hours, because I love that YouTuber and I love her. So that's why I gave her. But do I do that all the time? No. I don't go to people's channel every day. I'm on somebody live for 6, 7, 8 hours. I could be doing it on my own platform. They getting the clicks. They're getting the views. They're getting the subscribers. You could have done all of that on your platform. Right? And that's the piece that she's missing. She's not allowing herself building up her brand, her music, and she gets so emotional with trying to and if she turn all of that into creativity and creating her own outlet, her own podcast, her own this, it could be great. It could be successful. It could be honest. Yeah, she can have an unsung documentary and stuff like that. Jaguar Wright she's still comical. She's still funny. She's still entertaining. And when she talk, people listen. All right? Right or wrong, when Jaguar Wright speak, oh baby, you sit and you listen and you be like, because she's very entertaining. When she was getting her mom together and talking to her mom, I was just sitting there listening. But I'm like, why you don't be putting this on your YouTube and on your podcast, selling merchandise? Her voice, like, this is the part of Jaguar Wright, I just see this in my head. You know what, Tasha? I'm going to give it to Cardi B, when she said that They've been looking in your window, Storm. Your neighbor said you're a good guy. Wait till y'all watch. I'm gonna just say this. This is a spoiler alert. Another spoiler. Wait till y'all watch part 3. At the end, it's gonna be Jaguar Wright talking. They've been looking in your window, Storm. Like, wait a minute. When she said, and I'm gonna get into Cardi B. Baby, she is funny. I be watching her. I go on her lives. I be watch her because she's comical. Baby, at the end of the episode, I don't know if Storm is the executive producer of this. I don't know if he's associate producer, but I don't know. And then the thing I wish that they do at the end of the documentary have credits, because Storm, a lot of his clips were used in the documentary. But at the end, it was Jaguar Wright. It was Jaguar Wright just attacking Storm. But it's okay. We love her though. Let's get into our other subject, and we're gonna open up the phone lines and allow y'all to call in. All right. Let me go to my last subject. Do we have that picture production? You don't have it up. Can you bring it up? Okay, let's see if we got it. Okay, yes, we got it. All right, let's talk about it. Okay. This is our last subject, and then we're gonna open up the phone lines. All right. So Rick Ross, Maybach Music, is in the media, getting dragged on social media because he was doing this show Sign, and it was making his ways on Twitter. I will not play it because I ain't got time for Viacom, all whatever, sending me all this, taking it down. No, I'm just gonna give him things. So he was doing this Sign. So it was a light-skinned woman up there singing. He said, "Oh my God, good job." Then it was a dark-skinned woman singing the same song, and we're singing it way better than the light skin. The light skin was trash. That verse was trash. But the dark skinned woman came on there. I believe her name is I forgot her name, starts with a K. She did a good job. He said she didn't do good. And so it was like this whole thing with colorism and stuff like this. Do y'all know why dark skinned people, that my skin tone, Rick Ross skin tone, Meek Mill skin tone, do you know why dark skinned people pretty much have it hard? You have to take this back. Yes, I know it was Kaya. Thank you. So there was funny thing with the whole light skin yelling. It is a problem that African American people deal with this colorism thing, and it stems all the way back from slavery. And when I read the Willie Lynch letter, when I read the letter about the Willie Lynch, he was a slave owner, and they couldn't get the slaves in order, so they got Willie Lynch. And some of the doctrines, what he was preaching, he said, put the dark against the light, put the old against the young, and all of that stuff. So when you look at the reason why I think dark-skinned people with my skin tone, have it rough, it stems back to slavery. It stems back to that era when pretty much the darker slaves were pretty much on the field. The lighter skin tone people were working in the house. And we still not after that Willie Lynch sickness, that Willie Lynch illness. Some of us still think if you're light skinned, your life gonna be better. You are more beautiful than someone that is dark skinned. You seems like, or if you're dark skinned, you're not beautiful, and that's not the case. And I really wish people, and it's people in Hollywood that will tell you, "Oh, you dark skinned. Oh, it's gonna be hard for you to make it to television because you dark." It's hard for you to make it in Hollywood, or because you're a dark skinned man, you're gonna have it hard. You know what I'm saying? And your eye is crossed, but you dark. If you was lighter, yeah. I've heard that before. And you can't let that stuff get you. This is why it is so important to treat your children, whether they dark, whether they light, that they are beautiful. You have to teach your children. We have to stop saying, "Oh, I don't want my baby to be dark. Oh, dark is so." Those type of conversations is very problematic, and we have to stop it. Is it an issue? What I also have an issue with these baby mothers that is chocolate with these rappers, and these rappers dump them and they get somebody that's lighter skinned. I think that's an issue because it's a certain look, and sometimes it's a certain look in Hollywood that you get more popular if you got somebody that's light on your arm versus someone that is dark. But that tell about your insecurities as a man. Because if you're not, if you just want somebody because their skin is lighter, it's something wrong with you. And like even what Lil Wayne was talking about, when they were talking about exotic chicks and all that, that's something wrong with you. And that we have to call out the hatred that a lot of black men that is dark skinned, and they want to up there play this game and you dark. How you gonna have a problem with a dark-skinned chick and you dark-skinned? That's self-hatred, and you need to stop doing that because all shades of blackness is beautiful. But we have to learn that as a child. And some of us did not have that growing up. Some of us have to relearn that, or to understand it, know that, oh, I'm beautiful. You have to really, because we have been programmed to believe that darker is evil. And that a lot of that from slavery, from Jim Crow, they played upon dark skin people that are dark, And we have to get out of that because you're beautiful. You can be dark skinned being on television. You can be in movies. This is why it's so important for ownership. This is why it is so important to own your own show. This is why it is so important to work in media. This is why it's so important to own your own television network. This is why it's so important to own your advertising agency. This is why it's so important to have ownership so you can put dark-skinned people on the show. It needs to be a panel show with dark-skinned people. It needs to be a show where you can, and you ain't gotta be like, oh, let me light my, because I've seen some dark-skinned people that will go and bleach their skin. Baby, they just was dark at one point. It was one YouTuber out here, I ain't gonna say his name, went and bleached his skin. He was selling skin bleaching products. Now this man is a dark-skinned man. But when you see him, he's all light and all that, but he's dark. But he was bleaching his skin. And I'm like, if you have to do skin bleaching, that's self-hatred. You don't love yourself. You don't need to do skin bleaching, and that's dangerous to do skin bleaching, period. Right? So, and this is the thing. I love my skin tone. So what Rick Ross did, that was terrible for him to do that. It was terrible. We're gonna have no, I'm not gonna drop his name in the chat. Oh, somebody said his name. That means y'all be watching. Oh, y'all be in the bushes watching. Somebody that said that name, whoever said that name in the chat, you've been watching YouTube a long time. That's what a long time YouTube creator. Somebody put the name in the chat. That means you've been watching YouTube a long time. But you know what I'm saying? Dark, my skin tone, but that was selling skin bleaching products. I love my chocolate skin. That's why I love that song with Jane Brown said, "Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud." I love that song. One of my favorite songs. And that's another one. Okay, y'all naming the names. I ain't saying the names. Y'all can name it. But I that'll let y'all know that I've been out here watching these. So they were selling skin bleaching. And then once I started, no, they said, no, Wiley. These people, they your skin tone. So I saw the picture. I said, wait a minute, people are really out here bleaching their skin. Like Charlemagne. But this is the thing. Give me a second. Oh, wow. Let me see if I can pull up the book. Because I like putting it up, because this would be a way for me to probably get an interview with him. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Because even I think it was in Shook One, I read this, and I read Black Privilege. Now he talked about his skin. He said the reason why he got the treatment for his skin because it was because of his diet was wrong. That's what he was having those black circles and all of that. He said he wasn't like skin bleach. He went to the skin doctor, and it was pretty much the diet he was doing because he was eating a lot of fried foods and all that. So yes, but when Charlamagne first got, but he's still a chocolate guy. Period. He's still chocolate. Make sure y'all go get his book. He's still a chocolate guy. Look at this free promo. Chocolate. He's still a chocolate guy, but people were accusing him of doing that. But he explained in his book that the reason why he got the help for his face is because he worked on his diet and other things. That's what he said. Don't try to. That's what he said. We move it on. Okay, but you have to love yourself and all that. Now, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be with somebody that's lighter skin. If you want to be with somebody that's light skin, that's okay. But don't say this, oh, I want to be with somebody light because I want my baby to be light. I don't want my baby to be light. I do not want no dark skin baby. I want my baby to be light. So I'm gonna get with Petro or Orlando or Martinez. I don't want my baby to be dark. I want my baby to be like, if you talking like that, you need to stop talking like, because that's very problematic. Because if you do have a dark skin child, she's just as beautiful, and she's just as beautiful as the light. They are just as beautiful. So don't be trying to talk different and all that type of stuff. Don't say that. Oh, I don't care what body say. I'm gonna be dating your lights because I don't want my baby to be dark. I don't want to have no dark baby. Or you should be saying that, oh, she's so beautiful. I just wish that she was a little lighter. She's so light. That's so good. I'm just glad that she's not dark skinned. Don't be saying that stuff like that. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Okay? Don't be doing that. You know, don't do that. Okay? It was a beautiful episode. Oh, Mary. Was it Erica Campbell's daughter? Erica Campbell's daughter is dark skinned. And she felt some type of way because she was like, because daddy married you and you light and I'm dark. And she started to say that she was ugly because she was dark skinned. Do y'all remember that episode? I wish I can play that episode, but you know how it goes with YouTube. But she said her daughter was like, you know, I'm dark skinned, and pretty much was trying to say that she was ugly because of her darkness of her skin. And the mom was like, oh my God, why would you say that? But mama, you don't understand because you got a lighter skin than me. And daddy married you because you were like, it was that episode touched me because there's so many kids that get bullied because of their skin tone. And then Erica Campbell, her husband's sister, her sister-in-law, said that it was hard for them. One of the music executives said, "You're talented, but I can't sign you because you dark skinned." Do y'all remember that? That show? Make sure y'all go watch that episode because the sister-in-law, which Erica Campbell's husband's sister, she said a music executive told her, "I can't sign you because you dark skinned." And it's some artists that don't get the push that they need because they dark skinned. Even Matthew Knowles even brought up that you get a little bit more push as a lighter skin tone artist versus as a dark skin artist. Y'all remember that? So I'm just saying. Some debate that's why Brandy have a heart in the music industry because she's dark skinned. If she was like a Rihanna skin tone, sell masses of records. That's what they say. Kelly Rowland struggles as that. But if somebody lighter or white, they get more of a push in the music industry. So I'm just saying. Now that could be debated. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna open up the phone lines. We're gonna talk about it and everything like that. Like Nick at Night, she's beautiful. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. Y'all know how I love my Neek. She is beautiful. Like, I love her skin tone. I love her. Beautiful. Who was that? Michelle Etienne. Beautiful. Jaguar Wright. Beautiful. Tasha K. Beautiful. Lovely T. Beautiful. I love my chocolate sisters. I love their skin tone. Beautiful. I love my light skin sister. I love, you know what I'm saying? You got to appreciate that and show that love. You must show, be an example of that. And that's why I love pushing it, promoting like Brandy. I put her album, I have her album, I have her CD, because I love the fact that she's dark skinned. I love the fact that she's, you know, she looks like me. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing is, as the presidential thing, I cannot wait until we have a president. I'm going to say this, that the mama is black. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Look like me. And the daddy is black. They both African-American, raised in Detroit or Chicago. Viola Davis, that somebody go to the president and they looking like Viola Davis. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can't wait for. Not all this stuff. Well, they have this, have that, have that. I want somebody to be running for president like they're Michelle Obama. You understand what I'm saying? Like, both parents is black. It ain't debate about it. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. So when you talk about on the media, you ain't got to say, well, they have Asian. They have this. You ain't got to say all that have. Black. When Wiley run for president, oh, shout out President Wiley. His mother, black. Daddy, black. You ain't going to have to say a full black president. You ain't going to have to say, well, have this, have, black. When you see my family, we all black. Some is purple black. I'm going to say this. I don't think we should be saying purple black and all that, but I think that's problematic. So I ain't going to say that, but they black. I got some family members in my family. Baby, they black. Baby, I had some family members came from Georgia. They came from Milledgeville, Georgia. Baby, they black. I said, good God, I love my black family. How's it doing, baby? Baby, they black. I said, yes. What is purple black? I should have said that. Oh, I want black. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Oh, man. I should. Oh, they really black. All right. But no, because some people don't like saying it. You can't be calling people purple, black, tar, and all that. People don't like those type of words. But those words, I grew up on. We had a deacon, and they said, oh, here come Deacon Purple Black. Man, that deacon, we got one of our cousins. I think they from Mississippi, and all they from the South. And they black. And we love them. Baby, one of my cousins, my kinfolks. Hey, kinfolk. How you doing, kinfolk? How you doing up there in that Chicago? I love Chicago, kinfolk. Really, they black. Baby, they black. One of my cousins got curly, the juices. What is that? Solo. Like, they still got the S curls. I mean, she black. I'm going to bring on the show. No, I ain't going to bring on the show. Y'all ain't about to roast and gag my cousin because she a cusser. But she black. She made cornbread, black eyed peas, hog maw. All right, let's go. But whatever color you are beautiful. And never let nobody tell you that you're not beautiful. When I look at Dr. King, the beauty of my home and my house, have Brother Malcolm X, his Brother Malcolm X's mother was white, but his dad, I believe she was white. His daddy was black. His daddy was black. And Dr. King was black. You know what I'm saying? I love having those type of images. And this is why family in the chat, if you have children, this is why it's so important to have pictures of blackness of all shades in your home. In your home, if you can't afford it, get a coloring book and get the brown and black crayons and train your child to be loving of that. Get books that children books that got, that talk about blackness and the beauty of it and the history. Get that, different posts. They don't cost that much money. You get stuff, get your hair done, get your nails done, your breasts done. Get you some posters and pictures in your home that represent blackness. Okay? If you get your boobs done, your breasts done, get your yoni done and all that, get it suctioned and all that type of stuff, get you some representation of Fannie Lou Hamer and Shirley Chisholm. Get you some Mahalia Jackson. Get a Mahalia Jackson portrait. That's what I want, a Mahalia Jackson. I really want a Mahalia. My roommate said no, but I really wanted a big Mahalia Jackson. I wanted a huge a big Mahalia Jackson poster in my living room. When you come in, baby, you just feel like singing them old hymns. Okay? I want a huge Mahalia Jackson, big old Mahalia Jackson, Nelson Mandela. I wanted that on my ceiling, Whenever I get my own place, my own stuff, it's going to be black. Blackness. I wanted Mahalia Jackson. Big old Mahalia Jackson photo, okay? And I love Mahalia Jackson, but let me say this about Mahalia Jackson. We're going to open the phone lines. I want to say this. If you're going to do a movie about Mahalia Jackson, you better sing or have her vocals. Mahalia Jackson, I love her. Like, that's one of my favorite gospel singers. I can hear her voice right now. That was a singer. I love her. I love her voice. Baby, you play a Mahalia Jackson song. You put on one of the records, I'll be crying. That woman. I love her voice. I love her voice. All right. All right. Yeah, I get tongue-tied work. Yeah, I do it. Mahalia Jackson. The Lifetime Child is about to release a movie. It is. So I'm going to be here for it. Okay, let me move on. Just pictures of representing of your family. That's why it's good to take a family portrait of your family. Get some of your folks from Mississippi and Georgia and Alabama. Represent your family and pictures and stuff like that. But don't down someone because they dark skinned. Okay? Don't judge them on the color of their skin, but on the content of their character. That's what Dr. King said. So be very cautious of that. Even I have to check myself because sometimes I say things that are very problematic. But this is why you have to learn and everything. Y'all know I'm trying to say Mahalia Jackson. Okay? That's the close we're going to get to it. Mahalia Jackson. Mahalia Jackson. Okay? Y'all is about to get me together in this chat. But we love her, though. I love her. I remember I read a book. They got to have this in a movie because she moved to Chicago. And Richard Daley Sr., not Jr., but Sr., he had the police guarding her home because, she was living in a neighborhood that did not like Black folks living in that particular neighborhood. And then in the book, she also did not believe in like bank accounts. I think Aretha Franklin was the same way. Where she got to have the money in her pocketbook. Aretha was the same way, and so was Mahalia. Okay, but yes. I just really hope they do her story well. It was some okay, and I'm not gonna get into the rumors. Let me start. I was about to get into the rumors of what I heard about her. Rumors, as what they would say, but it ain't facts. So I'm not gonna get into the rumors. I'll probably get on there on Patreon. I'm gonna keep it clean. I could get into the rumors. And everything like that. Okay. I could get into the room, but we're not gonna get into the rooms. I love her music. All right. Yes, I remember I read her book. Yes, I think I might need a therapist. I love my hate, and I hope it'll be great. And it's another movie. Oh my gosh, Whoopi Goldberg did it, but I want to do a movie, and I wish I had the money. One day we will have the money while I own the rights of that movie. Mama Mabel, Mama Mabel, or something like that. Whoopi Goldberg did a documentary of this comedian. She was a lesbian, but she was a comedian, and she performed. She was an old comedian in the 50s and the 60s. What is her name? Mobs Mabley. Yeah, Mobs Mabley. I really would love if I was a millionaire, if I had money, I would get Mobs Mabley the rights to her story to do a movie. And I would love it. Need to be a movie on Mobs Mabley. Yes, that story that needs to be a movie. A lot of people don't know who she is. Make sure y'all go. And I was watching the documentary. Right, we will open the phone lines. Hold on, callers. And she did a song. Have you seen my Malcolm? I mean Martin Abraham. And that song made me cry. I was watching that documentary, and she was singing a song. Abraham and Martin, and she put in the song, this after how he passed, and she put this, and it was really sad, and I was just boo-hooing crying. But before I got to the crying part, that was a great documentary because she was really funny, and I was really laughing at her. Yeah, she was the first Medea. And really, really funny. So make sure y'all go and check that out. But if I had the money, that's would be like one movie I would definitely, get the rights to that movie and put that on Netflix or in a movie theater. Let's go to the phone lines. I'm sorry. Y'all, I told you, I'll be out here watching stuff. I love, baby. I'll be in this song watching TV and movies and all type of stuff. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 1335, call you on the air.
Oh, is it regular spoon a tablespoon?
Mm-hmm. Hey, okay, you live? Oh, you live on the air, sister? Okay. 1335. Hello. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go to the next call. I think I'm gonna go back to you. Okay, callers. I'm gonna get to the callers and everything. All right, callers. We coming to y'all now. People.
Yes. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
All right. Let's go. 5840, call you on air.
Hey, Wiley. So I do have that timestamp for you. It's part 2, 36:44 minutes. Once again, that timestamp is 36:44 minutes when the niece said the age of 10. So therefore, I believe Jaguar has some type of credibility there because she did mention that years ago. What do you think about that?
I believe she had credibility in that because the niece said Jaguar told her. And it's not too far-fetched for the family to say, oh, girl, shut up, be quiet. Because when my sister was she was touched by my best friend, and she told my grandmother, and I can remember my grandmother saying, but what did you do? I don't believe you probably was fast. They denied it. They said they don't believe her. So that could be true that she said it, they just did not believe her. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you could just do so much.
Absolutely.
Like, girl, here you go again. We don't believe this. That could have possibly happened. We're talking about 30, how many years ago? Because if she was 10, that's about 20 some odd years ago. We're not talking about now. We talking about 20 something, because she said 10 years old. She told her that yeah. Did you hear that? You heard it. And that's the timestamp.
Yeah.
So it could possibly be that she probably
has some type of credibility.
It has some type of credibility
because it's not like she's just making it up now.
Right. It's right.
She's not just saying it now. She said it years ago.
She said it years ago. That's the piece that I want you to say.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So she has some type of credibility there.
Because when the niece for that part, when the niece said that gives her credibility to her story for that. Because I heard it.
Because if I'm on the jury, I'm listening to this part. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And when the daughter say, well, yeah, she told me at 10. Yeah. What else did you hear about the documentary? When did you see? Would you?
I also want to know that the niece slipped up and brought that up. Did it slip up and she accidentally said, "Oh yeah, she told me when I was 10."
I think she just brought it up because she remembered what she said because it triggered that memory. Because she and if you remember, she said, "I told my mom, I told my dad," and what did her dad do? Her dad started to do. She said her dad started to cry and said, "I don't know why she saying this stuff." So I told her I heard the full content because she said now when I heard about it. She said, I didn't even know what that is. So I told my mom and I told my dad. And she said my dad started to cry.
I also have another question for the niece because she was sitting there trying to feel kind, she was trying to get face. But I have a question for her, being that she said that Jaguar husband threatened to shoot her if she touched down to where they're located. I don't know if it's Chicago
and Dallas. She said
did she go file a police report?
Right, because after the son
reference number on the police report.
Yeah, she said the husband said if you touch
she
down,
should have came with some type of proof.
That's what the niece, because the niece, I just think the niece was pissed. The niece was being shady. I think the blunt of her issue with Jaguar and what Jaguar said about her daddy, about the niece daddy. But what the niece have to understand, and she may never understand this, you don't know because you was not there. You was not old enough to even know about what was going on. Just like if you remember, I'm just a clip with the Clark sisters when one of the sisters said they were battling. And so Kiara, she tried to give her comments about situations. Sis, you don't know. You about 2 years old when the stuff went down. So you really don't know about, you can only assume, but as a fact, you don't know because you weren't there. You was a kid. You was a child.
Exactly.
And she admitted it and said, hey, she told me when I was 10. Because people is listening. Because when you put a documentary up to discredit someone, it's up to what? The viewers to make their decision on what they think about the situation. It's no longer up to Tasha K. And it's the viewers that's going to come to the conclusion of what they think about the situation.
Before I let you go, that was the aunt, right? It was the niece and then the aunt.
That was her cousin. That was her cousin. That was Jaguar Wright cousin. And that was the niece. That was her.
So Jaguar Wright cousin said, Jaguar, the things that she say, some of it is true, but Jaguar adds on.
Yeah.
So is the alleged art true? And she's extra adding stuff on? You get what I'm saying? Because she did say some of the stuff that Jaguar say is true.
Yes.
But Jaguar just adds
on to she exaggerates it could be something simple, it could be some truth in it, and she just over exaggerates. And that could possibly be, and that's dangerous to do because you possibly could be saying something true, but you have been exaggerating stuff for so long, it's hard to believe. But again, it is up to the viewers. And Jaguar trying to say, oh, why y'all using you can no longer say about privacy likeness when you use your likeness to talk about everybody else.
On a public platform.
Yeah. Right, on a public platform. You talked about Erykah Badu. You said something about James. You said something about Jill Scott. You said something about, who else did she talked about Alicia Keys. So the same way how you put that out there. Clyde Davis. So why can't people say things about you? And I don't think she liked that. But that's what you're going to get when you put it out there. And the family, it could possibly be, because just play devil's advocate. They probably be like, hey, I'm just tired of her embarrassing us, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say about her. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're getting dragged, when somebody constantly drag you out there, because people nosy. They're going to bring it to, girl, did you hear what Jaguar said on that? She said her son was this and her son was that. Did you hear that? Like, you know how people are bringing it up. Yeah. So I just think the family was tired.
Something real quick, you mentioned something. For Jaguar to be popular on YouTube and the social media, it should be a shame that she's only 7-point something thousand subscribers.
She should have 100,000.
people that's attaching themselves to Jaguar have more subscribers than Jaguar. And Jaguar is the it factor right now. And I don't know if they're telling her what to do, but she should have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers. I don't know what's going on, but she's spending more time on the other folks'
hours,
giving them hours of views when she should be doing it on her platform to build it up.
Right. She giving them 10, 12 hours a day, and they're getting all type of clicks and views on. And you the star. I don't mind you going to help others, right? But you should be going on your platform, promoting your stuff. And go on there for hours on your platform. And she should have, after that storm, she should have been at 100K. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it real. After the firestorm, after the storm thing, she should have introduced her YouTube channel, and she should be at least halfway there or at 100K.
I believe you, but I think she's kind of afraid of the money. I think she's kind of afraid of receiving the money, because in the interview, they allege that she owes crazy IRS back pay.
Yeah.
She owes taxes. So I think that could be an issue as well. But you're making money. You would be able to be making a lot of money to pay that back, and then have taxes. Some in your pocket.
Because like, this is the thing I tell people. You will come out better trying to negotiate with the IRS than to run from the IRS, because you're making the issue worse. Because all the fees, because I remember I had owed the IRS and I forgot that I owe a little balance. It was like, oh, we're going to put a lien on your property. And it wasn't even that much. Baby, I hurried up and paid it. But if I would have paid it in the first thing, it was like $100 and some that I had, and I just let it collect. And next, you know, it was like $700-800 because the years collected upon it. But that was small. But that's why when you get that letter in, pay on it, negotiate. Don't let that stuff just collect. And it's some people that say, I owe in taxes, so I ain't gonna file. They still can track you down. That's one thing about the I, the R, the S. They can track you down.
Your social security number travels everywhere you go.
It travels with you everywhere. Facts.
But I do want to hear other callers call in and give their input, but you're doing amazing. Keep it up, and we love the Wiley Show here.
Thank you, Icon. There we go. Icon broke it down. That's what I'm talking about. He watched the documentary. Thank you. And that's what I'm talking about. So the phone lines, let me see, the phone lines is open. So if anybody want to call in, it's 646-716-8447. Okay. Oh, let me put the number on the screen. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. 2217, call you on air.
Hey, Wiley, what's going on?
Hey, doing good.
Okay, so I actually paid for the documentary before before you brought it up on YouTube. But to me, because I know you had asked the question before you was talking about the other topics. After watching both parts of the documentary, I do believe the second part was very long. I believe how she's doing it now, it should have been cut into 3 parts. The second part was like over 2 hours, and I just kind of was like, oh my God, it's kind of like dragging on. Like not dragging, but it was just, I left like kind of exhausted. But anyway, on to my point. I do believe that after watching it, that when I worked for the courthouse, when I was a court clerk under the Domestic Relations for Family, when people would come in, especially for power of attorneys, or if they were trying to do under elders or family or any of that, people were able to get people money. It was called, let me see, what would that be called? It was called representative of beneficiaries. Mm-hmm. So if representative of payees, excuse me. So if Jaguar could, or Jag, however you pronounce it, could basically prove that her mom was incapable of taking care of herself, she could get the system or the state to basically not make them, but basically have the money be sent directly to her in can't get my stuff together.
Yeah.
Have them send the money to her and act like she was actually taking care of her parents. A lot of times they do this with Social Security all this type of stuff to where it's for taking care of the disabled or the incapable. But if she can actually have that, it's called a representative of payee. So if she's saying that, oh, my mom is schizophrenic, so her money should be coming to me and I'm the one that's taking care of her, they can send that money to her. That would be her primary responsibility. So if she's getting that money, so that could be a reason why she's going around saying, oh, my mom's schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And that call with her mom did not help her. It just seemed that it didn't help her at all. It just seemed that she was a bully. I mean, she was just talking over her mom. And I just felt so bad because the way that she was addressing her mom on the call, I was just like, oh,
and
my
she wanted
goodness.
her
And she
mom
thought
to
this was
defend
helping
her.
case.
And her mom didn't even know what she was talking. You know what I'm saying? I can tell that her mom was not aware of what was going on. You can't yell at her like, you know what I mean? Like that. It ain't like your mom did an interview. Your mom didn't get up there and do no interview.
Yeah. And then as far as also to go back to the documentary, after like to go back to the niece when she was saying that at 10, she was saying that she was the R word by the niece's dad. What stuck out to me though was right after saying that, Jag allowed her son to then go with the person that supposedly R-worded her. So to me, that's what put a red flag up. If someone sexually assaulted you,
mm-hmm.
I'm not going to allow my kid or anyone that is close relation to me to go with the person that sexually assaulted me. And for me to say, for her to say, oh, her son had already, because she already said that he was autistic. She already said that he had already had an issue within school. For her then to say that she allowed him to go with the person that had done this to her, that spoke volumes to me. You can't sit here and tell me that this person did that to you. You sung at their wedding, took pictures at their wedding, was happy for them when they got married, did all this stuff. Like, that's what stuck out to me. I was like, well, wait a minute. You attended their wedding? Did you file a police report? Did, like, all of this stuff was like shooting out red flags to me, because there's no way I'm going to allow my child, especially how she acted with the father's mother, how she was acting on that porch, to allow him to go with someone who sexually assaulted her. Another thing I saw an issue with Jag, with her family, that stuck out to me. She said that Jag takes something like, so for instance, how she said that, oh, if someone touched her leg, then she's like, oh, they R-worded me. So then she, they found $20, and so now I found $1,000. So then I'm just like, okay, so not only is she a habitual liar, she then warped reality to where it fits a different narrative to gain people to feel sorry for her. And that's a dangerous person.
Very dangerous.
Because now you don't know what is truth.
Yes, it's
and
hard
what
to
is,
believe
and what is not true.
Yes, because
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, because you're right about that. I just want to tell you right about, what was your other point? I was just agreeing. You're right.
And then so that's a dangerous person, because now that person, you don't know what to believe. And the fact that she has had so many fallacies out here about people that out in the world, and it's just like, well, we don't really know what to believe. And especially when it came to her being an actual domestic abuser. I don't want to skip past that, because people are really not putting enough pressure on that. She was beating on this man. And when it got to a point to where she basically poked, put him into a position to where she wanted to get him arrested and then get him to where he was going to be put in jail or however long it was going to be to where he was going to be arrested. Her family had to come to basically to the rescue because they've seen everything. That's dangerous. So you're telling me she's been beating on him and that if it was up to her, he would be in jail for false imprisonment for basically defending himself because she was beating him. That's dangerous. But no one is pointing that out that she's been beating on this man.
Right. And that,
people are overlooking that.
They're really overlooking that. And that's the sad part about it, because if the roles were reversed, it would be more outrage. But people do not give that same energy with domestic violence when a man getting abused. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
They don't give that the same energy. But that was clearly domestic violence, and she admitted it because she was playing clips of her. I mean, I can tell that Jaguar is a controlling woman. She want to be in control. The man that she got now, she control him. If she want to bark, he gonna bark. Yeah. You can tell that he's not that type of macho type of it. She dominates him. Okay,
and then I think. I know, and another thing where they were saying that she basically was put in a straitjacket when she was a child.
Yes.
I was like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Did anyone not hear that? I was like, they put her in a straitjacket. I was like, did anyone not hear that?
I heard that, and this is the reason, another critique, it just came in my spirit, about this documentary. What Tasha should have had is mental illness professionals to give insight about certain things. You know what I'm saying? She should have had, because even I disagree with the cousin when she say mental illness don't run in the family. It does, because the father had a mental illness. Jaguar Wright got one. Allegedly, if you got a straitjacket, it's a mental illness there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They don't put that on people that are insane. So, but I would have liked to get like a mental health counselor in the documentary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To give insight on this situation, a domestic violence person, and talk about that. It could have been a little bit more in this documentary, but it was still good.
I think they said that she was the only one that was. I think they said that she was actually the only one that was tried and actually diagnosed with some type of illness after she had all of these episodes. After the mom, kind of shipped her off because she could not handle her anymore. So she was the one that was, for psychiatric help and the counselors and all of these things. She was the one that was diagnosed back then. So,
and she said, and it was a fact that Jaguar said in the interview that she was diagnosed with a mental illness, right? She talked about it. But as you can hear, see what how she said the truth, but then she would say, I will wake up in another country. But did you hear that?
And did you see at the hotel where she was like, this lady, she has a gun. She's crazy. And then you saw what she did with the grandmother.
Yes.
She's hitting me. She's abusing me. I was just like, these are episodes. I was like,
did you see it? Gosh. I'm like, and you saw when she put the camera in Jaguar Wright's face. Y'all gonna see it tomorrow if y'all didn't pay. HD, you saw how her eyes was just going back and forth when she had that camera on her? Because she came to this.
I was so scared for that lady. I was so scared for that older woman. And for her husband to just stand there. He just stand there. And I felt so sad for her son to just like, Mom.
He said, like, hey, did you hear what he said? He said Mom. He said something that this is ridiculous. Some he said, because he was talking, he said it was sad.
Yeah,
it was.
She said, come outside. He's like, Mom, we're on the porch. He said, why can't you come outside over here and speak to your stepfather? He's like, Mom, I'm outside. I don't want to go over there. And he would not remove her from the porch.
No.
I'm like, that is an elder woman. She is about to attack this old woman.
Yes. And
I was so nervous for that old lady.
I was nervous. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
But I was just like, this is crazy, and but that was just like, I thought the documentary was done well. I'm glad she did split it up into 3 parts on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, at first when I listened to Jag, I was not so much on her side, but I did feel for her because I was like, anybody that was victimized or any of that, like, you have a soft spot. But after just hearing her just lie on people over and over, and then to be a domestic abuser, and then to actually put these labels on your son that aren't true, I can't take up for that. I can't do that. And then to send a kid off with someone who you said touched you, it's not adding up to me. When stuff don't add up, that doesn't make sense. Ain't no way in heck I'm gonna send my kid off to somebody who allegedly touched me. That doesn't make sense. No way in heck. All right, I'm gonna go back in the chat. Wow.
All right, I hear you, and that's the piece, because she did say her son will go over there. That's a good point. But again, I'm looking at the Black family dynamic during that time. I don't think that will be uncommon, because people protect their predators to have people around. That's not uncommon, I think, in a lot of families. When a family is broken,
but she wasn't. But think about it. She wasn't protecting her predator. She said that she went. If you remember, she described it very thoroughly of what happened to her.
She did.
Now, I'm not here to try to distinguish what happened, because, as you know, me nor you were there.
Because we weren't there, but I can tell you this. I won't be surprised that her son, he was still hanging around, because there's a lot of people in families that they know they done that, and they still got their kids around it, which you as a parent shouldn't. But Jaguar wasn't in a good headspace, because she was traveling and she was doing a lot of her dirt too. So you really couldn't really process your kids, because you out here with Talib Kweli. So you screwed Talib.
But that's what I'm saying though. You can't sit here and say that your family was putting your son and you in danger, and they didn't believe you, and then you sat there and sent your son to the person you said
I agree with you on that.
Was that physically touched you. Ain't no way.
It's no way.
Like,
and I wish that Talib Kweli, even though they played different clips, this documentary could have been a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because
I wish they played the rest of the Talib thing, because he was saying that she was so like, after they had their relations, one or twice or whatever, she then became super aggressive with him. Like, he was like, y'all gotta go listen to that interview.
I heard, and I was like,
she became super aggressive with him after that.
Can you believe
and
it
he
though?
Was like, I didn't want it no more.
She didn't want it, because that's like a turn off.
He didn't want it no more. He said it was only one or twice that they slept, and then she became super aggressive, and he didn't want it no more, and she became aggressive. And that's where it went left.
And he would have to hide and go to other hotel rooms.
Yeah. It went left, and then she lied about that. She said she punched her husband before she left to go on tour. He came to find her after finding Talib. Talib confirmed that they had sex together. And then she was like, and then all Jag fans was like, he's lying on her. She didn't hit him. And then Tasha was just like, drop this. And then it was Jag on word saying, yeah, I punched him before I left. I was like,
it.
Well.
She said it. Like, because she says a lot of stuff. And that's,
she said it her own words. She admits to abusing this man.
She did.
And people try to skim over it, and there's no skimming over it. Domestic abuse should not be tolerated either way.
Male or female.
So many people in the chat accepting it, saying, "Oh, well, maybe he was trying to beat her." No, she said he was weak.
She said
that she could run over him. That she was punching on him. That she knocked his A out before she left the house. Like, she abused this man, and all people was trying to take up for her, and I was just disgusted. But all right, y'all. I'm done.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
No
All right.
problem.
Thank you. 5347, call you on air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley.
Yes.
I am very proud of Tasha K for this interview
Yes.
because Jaguar Wright has been running rampant. She is a lady by the name of LaShonda that was in the chat. She was in there talking about that, Jaguar called, Child Protective Services on her. She said that Jaguar did this when she had let her come and stay with her for the WZW program or whatever. And Jaguar was saying that her son was the Messiah and was trying to get her son to run away and come live with them. Told this woman that she needed to bow down and worship her son. This lady was in the chat. And if you look under there, it's unforgettable. I was like, LaShonda, please do tell. Well, she did an interview, and it's on AT2. They're doing the second part of the interview. She said Tasha K is a blessing to her. She said, out of all these people that have been running with a Jaguar, she has voicemails, which she has just released. CPS was called to her house several times. She had to get a restraining order against Jaguar. And she said that Jaguar's husband has post-traumatic stress disorder, and he gonna kill her because she triggers him. And this is as of recently. She said the only release she has gotten is since this interview has came out because Jaguar was harassing her daily. So I believe Jaguar probably just got a list of favorite people, and she probably just go down the list cussing everybody out.
We're sad to hear that. I hope that with this that she gets the help that she needs, because venting and ranting on social media is not going to help her. She needs professional help to work down her differences, but she have to be willing to get it. But thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, one more thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I dealt with somebody that was schizophrenic. I was going to marry this man, and when you're dealing with somebody schizophrenic, there's no help. They have to be on that medication, and that's the only thing. They have to be on that medication. They don't want it. Yeah, the medication makes them think they're well because they're able to function and not have those racing thoughts or impulsive rages or, be paranoid. But then when they're off of it, all those things come back. And, for her to call everybody schizophrenic or be child molester or something I hope all the people who are following her will want to follow her on to get her some help. That's my prayer.
That's my prayer too, because obviously she needs some help, assistance, and that. Thank you so very much for calling in. You right about that.
All right.
All right. Okay, we got the phone lines open, people. Y'all are calling in, so don't wait till the last minute. We got 41 minutes left. Anonymous, you live on air.
Wiley?
Yes.
Hey, if you heard the interview with the lady from WCW Wisdom, the one that was working with Jag.
Okay, what was she saying?
So the same Dane had posted an interview, and she had the lady, her from the WCW, like I said, but she was just saying things. her relationship with her current husband and like how she tried to scam her a couple times and say, like, when she was at restaurants that she didn't have enough money, can you send me some money?
So she was saying that Jaguar was trying to scam her?
Yes, and you know what, Plain James, she was shouting you out, so I would go look at that interview. It was really good. There's a lot of stuff I know that I probably don't remember right now, but it was just today, and it was a really good interview with that woman.
Oh, wow. All right. Thank you so very much for letting me know. I'm going to have to check that out.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Okay, let's go to the next caller. 9979, caller, you're on air. 9979, you live on air. Hello. 9979. 9979, you live on air. Okay. I'm gonna try one more time, but this is the last one that called me in, so I'm gonna make sure. 9979. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. Make sure y'all like the video and check us out. Make sure y'all share the video and all of that. And I get it. And people are going to have conversations and talk about this. I do. I give credit to Tasha because this documentary was great. I was entertained. I also looked at this and I said that people have issues and problems and so much, and I hope that that family worked through it. But this is the key, when it concerns the mom's income. I just hope that that's not true. I hope that if the mom is not getting the money, that other family members will come up and try to address this as well. So I just really hope that she, with that, get resolved, because I don't want to see this woman on the street. She should not be homeless. She should not be getting evicted, because if you're getting $6,000 a month, that's enough to live in a nice neighborhood every single month. So when it concerning to that, I just hope that that's not true. That's the only thing. I just hope that it's not true when it comes to that. When it comes to the money, when it comes to second, I just hope that piece is not true. And if it is true, other family members should petition the courts to get the money where it needs to be so the mother can be taken care of. That's the part of it. The mother is not taken care of right. That's the piece that I just hope that that's not true. And if it is true, other members need to petition that court and say, hey, this woman is not getting her money. You could go to the Department of Aging, because that's abuse. That's like literally that's financial abuse. And that is so many different abuse. That's pretty much financial abuse. And that's neglect and financial abuse. So if that is going on, that family needs to be doing homework. After you do that interview, you need to be up on there calling the Department of Aging and getting them to investigate that. Because if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, that need to be investigated. Because that is classic elder abuse. All right. 9979, caller, you on air.
Yeah, this is Chris.
You live on air, 9979? Yes.
Yes. What's the topic about it? The lady.
Excuse me, you don't know the topic? Do you know the topic?
Keyshia called, apologize.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that?
More about this.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that?
Huh?
What's your thoughts on it?
My thought is who did she apologize to the fan? What was her apology about?
What do you think the apology was about? Did you watch the versus battle?
No, not really.
Oh, you didn't watch the versus battle. So How long you been watching the Wiley Show? This is you just clicked on the Wiley Show?
Yes.
Okay. So what's on your mind? How was your day today? Everything good?
Yes, sort of.
It was a lot of you have to work today?
I was out today.
Oh, okay. Well, just listen to the show, and when you get your thoughts together, you can come back on and stuff. Like you have to rewind the video.
Okay.
All right now.
All right.
Let's see. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay. Yes, energy is gaining momentum, but her energy kind of drained. I guess it's my energy is gaining momentum. I did this for me, caller, because Lord have mercy. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 0221, caller, you on the air. 0221.
Hello?
Yes, you live on the Wiley Show. How you doing?
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
Bless.
Well, I just wanted to say that Jag, I looked at I'm going to the video that triggered me this morning when I got up this morning. Her, confronting her mama on live like she did. She had a mom on trial interrogating her. And her mom was so out of it, she didn't want to trigger Jag, but at the same time, she wasn't really into nothing either. Let Jag talk. And I was gonna go on her live and up in her comments to confront her, to tell her that was dead wrong for you to do that. You've been talking about these celebrities all these months. You don't have not one receipt, not one recording that you can produce to the people that you're telling this stuff to. But you put your mom on live for a receipt to validate what Tasha Caden said about you, the interviewed your family about you. I believe what that family said. That family have no reason to lie about Jaguar. Period. Why would they come out here, discredit her like that? I believe it started at childhood. I believe that she has been diagnosed. She just said herself she'd been diagnosed with some type of disorder, a personality disorder. So why, when you think is she kind? She'll make you believe that she's gonna be your friend, and then when you figure her out, she'll attack you. Point blank. Period. She was setting up Tasha K after that first interview with Tasha K. I was on another channel, and Jag said out her mouth, "Can I tell them this?" And the person said, "Yeah, you could tell them." She said, "Well, me and so-and-so said Tasha K up when it came to the James Wright stuff." And she's like, "Oh, hell no, I didn't know you were going to say that." She like, and so the other person started like, cleaning it up. But Jag intentions, it's something lost there. It's a missing there.
And that was kind of wrong what she said. That was wrong what she said about James. Because people, and I want to say this, you cannot be throwing around these allegations with no proof. That can damage someone's life, someone's livelihood, a deal. They can lose their job with those type of allegations. And some people, and she ain't the only one, it's some YouTubers that be throwing these allegations just out at people. Just boom, boom, boom. You cannot be throwing that stuff out with no proof and then say, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that." That ain't nothing to play around with. That's a crime. And some people play around with that like you stealing candy out of a candy store. Like, no. But she ain't the only one that does that. But go ahead.
Correct. Speaking of that, Tasha K does the same thing. She was just more professional about it this time. She took her time with it this time. She didn't just throw it out there. She marinated in the situation before she put it out. Now, she made her money, and I think that was a star move. She did a big girl thing right there. But She's very, very good, and I'm not gonna take the. She's very entertaining. She also got her, and the move that she made with this documentary was good. But I think she chose Jag out because of what Jag was doing with those celebrities, what Jag did with Doggone Storm. So she took it and made it work in her way to make money off of it. Smart. Can't take that from Tasha K. I don't take nothing from Tasha K by making her money. It's the way she does it. That's the only problem I have with her. Now, Jay do have an issue. Jay manipulates everybody. Same as Tasha, same thing. Jay's not getting paid for what she's doing. But for Jay to not acknowledge at this point that there's something, she knows something wrong with her. She'd have been diagnosed with something wrong with her. She continued to play these games that she's playing. She'd rather point the fingers at her mom instead of, or her husband. Her husband is most definitely a trigger for her. Anytime her husband is invited, she goes ham, go all the way to the left. She can't stand the mom, Tina, nor can she stand the husband. And she attacks her mom all the time, too. She's dead wrong for doing that. And then the reason, I know she know what she was doing because she blocked her comments off of Facebook where you couldn't comment on what she said. Because I was going to get her butt because I was angry at how she hit her mom. This man with all these people, business got exposed because these guys been there together. Pieces together. All that stuff she was saying was not, I don't know about celebrities because I ain't seen not one receipt about the celebrities, but her personality, you can see it through the channels that was something else. Mm-hmm. It was just like putting a puzzle together, and Tasha K brought it all back to, together.
All right. Well, you was on it, caller. You still there? Are you breaking up, caller? You breaking up.
Okay. How far did you get? I'm sorry.
I heard it all now. I heard everything. I was just saying you was breaking up at the end. But we thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Y'all call in, caller, let it be known. Voice your opinion over here. I don't care if you call in any other shows. Let me say this. You all are welcome to call over here. Okay? Even if you don't like us. If you have an opinion, the number is 646-716-8447. Call in. We got 28 minutes left for taking more calls, okay? All right, let's go to the next caller. 0622, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I wanted to call in and touch on the Jaguar Wright situation. And I wanted to say that this is very strategic for Tasha K because you reported on this a while back because remember she started losing subscribers following Tasha K's interview with Jaguar Wright. Remember they started falling off real quick, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I want to let you know that after she's done these 3-part series, they're starting to build back up. Now, I want to just go ahead and say I was one of the ones who, unsubscribed because I felt it was a sensitive subject and I wasn't feeling how she came at her. But now after following the story, and which is very smart, which is what Tasha K wants to show, is that she was just doing her due diligence, trying to get more information, trying to follow up and everything. But see, I have a question for you, Wiley, because something is really bothering me. Do you mind answering the question?
Okay, go ahead. If I have the answer, I will try my best.
Yeah. No, as a man, Wiley, would you sit back just like Jay's husband is doing and not say anything, or would you step up and say something like, do you see what I'm saying with her husband and what he's doing?
I would say something. I just think like her husband, unfortunately, was more like calm. He wasn't that to come in with authority and have to rebuke his wife because she needed a rebuking because she's out of order.
Right.
It's just some things that a man got to step up and say, hey, if you do right, or I'm just leave you. Unfortunately, he stayed in that and just in it. And I think he probably thought he can change her. And I don't want a divorce. No, tell it. I think, but with her, she was too controlling. And And sometimes too, this is why it's so important to listen to your mom. Sometimes that's why it's important to just pull out a person's spirit. But she needed a rebuke. She needed a strong rebuke. And if it couldn't have been me, because I don't roll like that. Hey, you ain't putting your head. Hey, we can make love, but you ain't putting your head. We ain't gonna be in here boxing. Because if my woman we gotta sit and do it. I don't need to be with you. I just go ahead and be single, right? I just think like it's some issues in that, but I just it's some issues that I saw at that. I'm like, man, bro, get up! Like, ain't nowhere in the world she needs to be rebuked. Ain't nowhere in the world that woman was doing a little bit too much. She needs some order because she out of order. She was just doing stuff. Then you gonna tell me who you screwing and all that type of stuff? I was like, ain't no way. And then this man paying her taxes. Like, did y'all hear? Oh, y'all, I don't think y'all heard that part yet, but that's gonna be, I guess, tomorrow. Babe, he even said that he paid, and Tasha was like, you still paying her version of the tax. He's a good man. I date him. Is he single? Do anybody know if he's single? I date him. This man paying his taxes. He's educated. He's calm. You know. And Jack, you know.
Right, but the same thing with the abuse, right? The abuse when it's happening to a man. Like, Wiley, I know you would be out the door.
I'll be out the door. I'll probably be in prison because she tried. You want a box? Okay, let's go. We just gonna be in that boxing, baby. We gonna be. I had to put that ankle lock. I'm sorry. You put your hands on me, like Whoopi Goldberg said. She said, "If you woman enough, put your hand on a man. That man is man enough to hit you back." I believe in that principle. Now I don't believe in hitting women, but if you put your hands on me, I have a right to defend myself. Come on, let's go. A boxing match. Right. Maybe Jaguar Wright need to be in a boxing ring with her husband. Maybe that needs to be a boxing ring because she love to fight. This woman's a fighter. She's a feisty.
No, she fights with her words, Wiley. She fights with her words.
But I do believe she was kicking her husband. I do believe she was hitting that husband. I do believe she was hitting. I can believe that. I can sense that in my spirit that he was a victim. I can tell. You can just tell by his demeanor. You know what I'm saying? I think he was kind of scared of Jaguar Wright. I really believe so. Did you hear the part? I don't know what part did y'all hear when she took the light off the shade and put it to his neck. Yeah. Lord, I thank you, Jesus.
But see, Wiley, I'm confused about the end game because, like you, I'm thinking there's so much monetization. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like it's so much money she could be getting out of this situation, but she's missing the bag, just like Storm said. She's on this YouTube channel with 7,000 subscribers, and you're doing all this for what?
Yeah, and my thing is this, because it could be like somebody was saying, the taxes, where she don't want to owe much in taxes. It could be that, or she just could not be business savvy. Like, I don't understand it. She could be doing her music. It's so much that selling merchandise. People support her, but she not giving the people nothing to buy, to consume. She going on everybody else's. They gaining subscribers, they gaining super chats, they gaining memberships. Then when she go live, she on her Instagram yelling at her mama. I'm like, what? Right. I mean, what they do? And I think the mama's scared of her. I really believe so, because the mama was trying not to provoke her. And I said, this, Jaguar, this ain't helping your case. Like, you supposed to be different. You're supposed to be yelling at the mama and all that. This ain't helping your case.
It's not. Matter of fact, it should be showing her husband what kind of pattern it is, right? Because when somebody shows you who they are, you believe them. Right. And if everybody's saying the same thing, everybody's not wrong.
Come on.
You know, so that's all I want to say. I want you to get back to your show because I know you're trying to close it out.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry, Tasha. You know what? That's just something I have to say because I unsubscribed just like many other people just said in your comments. Yeah. But I appreciate her for coming back and doing a full circle, you know, and saying,
that's a way to come back. Tasha K came back with some content. Okay, she came back with the family members. Yeah. So regardless if you don't like her, you watch her to see what Jaguar Wright family got.
Right.
Family got to say about her.
Back. I'm back.
And I know y'all subscribe back. I saw the numbers booting back up. I'm seeing the 10, 12, 13,000 people watching it live. Yeah. So they are entertained. And now they understand. Now people say, oh, I apologize. You know, you already know she had a motive in this documentary to prove that, hey, this is the reason why I was hard on Jaguar Wright. And if you all remember, she was hard on Jaguar Wright and people were unsubscribing. They didn't like it. But now people are saying, I understand why you was hard on her. Look what she doing. Look what she's saying. And it helps Tasha K argument when you have family members co-signing the argument. It's hard to beat the family when the family is saying it. They're very articulate, looking good. They're saying it. 3 different family members is putting it to the light that Jaguar can't be trusted and that she's a liar, that she over-exaggerate things. It's that the family. So this is the first time in the history, I think Tasha K literally showed you how good KB Studios is, how good they can do production outside the room with the teddy bear and the wine.
Right. But see, the thing is that Jaguar Wright is livid. And she's livid because she's gone on other people's platforms for 6 hours, 8 hours, on Storm for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And she spilled everybody else's tea, wine, orange juice, whatever she spilled. But then now it's come to her door. She is so upset. You had so much power behind, all this stuff happened in the industry. Well, these people know what happened because they were in your family.
Yeah, and that discredit her. And what that proved, they say, hey, you say this stuff about the industry, but look what you said about the family. So that discredits her. And let's be clear, Jaguar didn't make it in the business, right? So all these people that she criticizing, folks, is successful. She just did not make it in the neo-soul era. If you look at the documentary, her career didn't pop. Erykah Badu's career popped. Jill Scott, all those in that neo-soul era, unfortunately, Jaguar didn't pop. But if you hear in the documentary what her husband say, the reason why she just did not make it, I don't know if y'all heard this, is because she was cussing out the people for MCA. She was up there cussing out the people. And not, it's hard to deal with a label, working with a label, and you cussing out the folks. She probably was hard to deal with. And I can tell. Look at her now. If she was like this,
definitely her attitude.
You can really tell.
Yeah. Yeah, but she can sing. I mean, she can sing.
She's a beautiful singer. She could have came out with so many songs, but unfortunately, nobody care about her talent. They care about those rants. You can rant so much.
Right. Sadly, she is the poster child for self-destruction.
Yes, it is. She definitely self-destruct.
It's very sad.
And she don't know how to market herself now in the independent world, right? After Storm, what she should have did, came up with a song and said, hey, Storm, can I come on your platform and perform? Or can you promote my record? She started dissing Storm. She started now, because she loved to have people fighting. So she used that with the YouTubers. She had YouTubers going back and forth. She went on somebody else's platform. Yeah, we set it all up, Armand. We said, she started name dropping other bloggers because that spirit of destruction, that spirit of cause and friction, she got the same spirit. So she just brought the spirit on to YouTube. And she tried to have the YouTubers go back and forth with each other. Then she's named James. So she still got that spirit of it works well when people fighting. That she thrives. She loves that. She thrives on it. But don't point the fingers to her. She don't like it. But when she came on here, she tried her best to have these YouTubers fighting and all that and going back and forth, going on different YouTubes. Because she know which YouTube channels to go to, which ones not to go to. She ain't stupid.
She did that though. She does have them fighting, and she
does.
Tried to make it happen with Storm and Tasha.
She does.
But since that didn't work, she did something else.
Right. She loved that. Right. Well, we thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome, Wiley. Have a good night.
All right, you too. You have a good one. All right, let's go to the next. Thank you. Let's go to the next. Bye-bye. Okay, we got 4 callers here. 9502, call you on air.
Hi, Wiley. How are you?
Hi, doing well.
That's great. So I had seen the 2 surviving Jaguar Wrights on YouTube. I waited, being cheap. And I wasn't shocked, but I was shocked simply because some of the things that she was saying, the squeaky wheel get the oil, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she kept saying things, and I'm like, this stuff doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I'm a 50-year-old woman, and I can peep. I can peep it. The girl has a beautiful voice, but unfortunately, she has burnt so many bridges within the industry.
Yeah, she burnt a lot of
bridges. No one's gonna work with her, regardless of if you have the voice of an angel. You know, I was just like, and I felt bad because I was like, darn, man, it got to a point where I was like, I don't like Tasha. And then I seen it and it clicked. I was like, wow, this sister needs some help. She really does. And her husband, the new husband, I just wonder, like, what are you doing to help this woman? That's supposed to be your wife. You're supposed to get to a point as a man to be able to put your foot down and tell her to knock this off.
But you got to be a man.
Because you don't look crazy. I'm looking crazy too.
You got to be a man. He ain't no man. He's still a child. He's still acting like he's still playing childish game. If he was a man, he'll put in. He ain't no man. He ain't man in age, but not in action. Because he let his wife do whatever. He probably ain't working. She probably taking care of. What authority can you have in a woman taking care of you? You have no authority. She ain't gonna receive it.
Yeah. No. But my thing also is a lot of times, they said her family even said she was brilliant. A student. Her son is very smart. Sometimes people can be so smart, they're crazy. A lot of great minds who, invented things in the past, like they say Albert Einstein was crazy, even though he came up with E=mc². Tesla was crazy. There was a lot of people whose brains just worked on a different frequency. And I believe she's one of those. But I also think she has psychiatric problems. And I wonder if she was taking medicine, would that level her out? Mood stabilizers, some form of a psychotropic. But that's really all I wanted to say. It's a train wreck.
Oh yes, and that's why, I said, Lord, thank you for me to go to therapy and take it, because clearly in this documentary you can tell that mental illness and pathology or things going on in your childhood that you didn't get over it and it spills over to your adult life. You know what I'm saying? You can see some things that ain't right, and and you need a therapist. You need counseling. You need, like her son, definitely going to need like counseling. I think the husband said he had to put his son in counseling when the son went and moved with the mother. I think y'all going to see that in the last part. But yeah, because he moved with Jaguar in Dallas and she got evicted and they had to, he had to help her move the stuff out of there and he had to go to school. So that's problems right then and there, going from house and family fighting over custody, etc. So this documentary, I highly recommend people to go watch it. But we thank you so much, caller. I think you're calling from Chicago. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, dear. You're from Chicago, right?
Yes, I'm from Chicago too. I'm in Dallas now, but I'm from Chicago. You be safe out there, because I know y'all, it's rough out there. They got the carjacking.
God, it's crazy.
Y'all had the series, somebody out there shooting in there, going around. So, you be safe, sister.
I'm trying, brother. God bless you.
All right, you too. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, man. Gosh, we worldwide. Okay. 0679, calling you on air.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sorry. Let me turn my. How are you? I love your show. My name is Brandy.
Oh, hey,
what
Brandy.
I wanted to touch on really fast is, what I want to touch on really quick is what nobody is talking about. Being a mother and having been in the operating room and your child is born and you start taking them to the doctor and they tell you, well, hey, we're seeing this, we're seeing that. What a lot of people don't understand, when you have a very strong man and he's an actual father, which it seems like this young man had, they don't let them give them systemic medical care. He says, no, if there's something wrong with my son, we're going to get him actual help. And in our community, in the Black community, you're either on the Medicaid level or you have insurance and you're going to take care of your children. And I watched that interview with that young man, and having a nephew that has slight autism. Like his auntie said, or cousin, I can't remember which one it was, she kind of hesitated a little bit when that question came up, and she said, but yeah, he does have trauma. So they're not broke people. You can tell by the way they carry themselves. You can tell by the father. You can even tell by Jag. She's very smart, very well spoken. That didn't come from nowhere. Those people are not, they're not what you would think of as not being able to get care for your children. So when it's offered to you and you're getting the top care for your children, they do come out very well spoken and very well educated. So I think that when she's saying, hey, my son has autism, there are doctors that will tell you that there is something wrong or they see something. And if you have the means, you get them help to where it's not noticeable. Is that the proper word? I think that's the proper word. It's not noticeable by the naked eye that, yeah, oh, he has autism. There is a such thing as slight autism. And when you see him speak and you see the tics, and, you know, a lot of people may not agree with me, and I wish some medical professionals would speak up and say something. Because even if it is trauma, there is something there, and it may have been from a younger age. But this woman knows because she gave birth to him whether or not something was wrong with him. And you could tell that he is very well educated. I just don't agree that there's nothing at all that was wrong at all.
Right, but my thing is this, if he have not been diagnosed, you could say anything. Yeah. Oh, this boy got this boy got that. But you got to get the medical people to that. If he have not been diagnosed, that is an insult to say somebody is that if they hadn't been diagnosed. You got to be diagnosed. Like when I say I've been diagnosed with bipolar, I can say it. I've been diagnosed with it. So there ain't nobody, I made it up. I've been diagnosed with it. But if I did not have it, you can't come on the street. You do got it. You look like you got it. You slightly got it. Who are you to be saying, hey, you ain't no medical professional. I ain't no patient of yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? Many people try to diagnose him.
You're absolutely right.
He could possibly not have that. He just educated, and he's not typically what you see in the Black community. The thug, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mama, yeah, she Jaguar. You know, he's very well spoken. And let's say some people in the Black community, not all, are not used of a well-spoken Black man. You white. Just like oh my God, what's his name? B Love's Life's son. They will say, oh, he's white because they're not used of a well-educated, well-spoken Black man. A lot of people are not, they don't know what to say, and typically they say something, you're strange, you're awkward, or you white. Because you ain't been you around these people that say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, you're not used to somebody. Well, he's very well spoken.
I actually agree with you, but what I'm saying is, well, maybe I said it wrong.
I know what you're saying, but I can't. We can't diagnose him because we don't know. But I'm not a professional in that department. You know, I'm just saying the father say he ain't got it.
Well, no,
I'm saying he's got it. But go ahead, sister.
I think maybe I said it wrong. My nephew is very well spoken, and it's because
but your nephew
of the
got
care
diagnosed
that he got. His
right
father
now.
Did your nephew get diagnosed?
Did they diagnose? Did your nephew get diagnosed from did they diagnose?
But I think that's where I said it wrong.
Okay.
It was that he has a very strong family. So when they said, oh, well, we think his father automatically was like, oh no, if he does need extra attention, that's what we're going to get him. So he was never diagnosed. I think that's what I'm trying to say. He was never diagnosed because his father and his mother and his grandmother refused to let him be.
Right. because some can do that, and because like my cousin, my pastor, his kids, they wanted to diagnose my cousin. What they did say, oh, she's special ed. She needs to be in special ed, and my aunt said, no, I'm going to give her some tutor and I'm going to tutor her. I'm not going to put her in special ed. And she went on to college, graduate, and all that.
Yes, sir.
So if a doctor diagnosed you, yes, the family could be like, okay, whatever. We ain't going to put them on no medicine. We ain't about to do this. We're going to have our special treatment programs and all of that. That goes well. Just like Tony Braxton's son, he was diagnosed and she had got got him in some training. Now he models. So let's be clear. You could be diagnosed that and have a successful life. It's someone in my church I used to go to. He's born and raised with it, and now he's in a facility because he don't talk. He don't talk. He don't communicate. He just yells and all that. He never uttered a word. And his grandmother had him when he was like a little boy. I remember holding him in church, but now he's older. He's about 18 years old, and she had to put him in a facility because he can't utter a word. But they never got him the professionals to help him, because they believe, hey, let's put him in church. Let's get on the altar. Let him get delivered. And they never did it. And then once he got older, she couldn't handle him anymore. He's real big. So she had to put him in a facility. And if he don't get well, he will be in a facility for the rest of his life. So I've been around people that was that way. So so all right.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I think I was saying it wrong, but I finally got it out right.
We got to get some. We got to get some medical people on here. We know how it is. And black people. Unfortunately, some people black will deny that. My child ain't got no. I was saying you lie. My child, unless you want a check. Now you want that check, oh baby. You better get up there and bite your shirt and drool so you get that Social Security check. Unless you want that song. Now you got different kind of parents. They'll put that on, baby. You better get up there and drool, speak in tongue. You better bite your ears or something so you can get that check.
So that's what I was saying. Thank you so much for helping me actually get it out. That's how his father was. He was like, no. It's nothing wrong with him. Now, I will agree.
I will agree with you on that. I believe that could possibly be true. And I'll rock with you on that, and I'll give you that. And the father was like, this is why it's important to have what? Fathers. He's like, okay, I got the resources. We're going to help him and not label him and put him in that system, because it's hard to get, as a black man, put them labels on it. I can agree with you on that. The father could have possibly said, we're going to go this way. That's why it's important to have fathers that say, hey, let's use this. So I'm over here. That ain't out of the way. Because that father probably don't want his son labeled with that and make it difficult for him being in this world, because that's a label that not go well for a black man. So
exactly that could be what I saw.
That could be the case with the father, and I commend him that he got a father that's there for his son, and that's why it's so important. That's the beauty of it, because you really don't see fathers stepping up, say, "Oh, take care of my son."
No,
you don't really.
But if they are men and they're woke and they know that they don't want their children to be
they don't want the system
put in a box.
Y'all gotta watch the beauty of the father. I believe he's a great father, because in part 3, you're gonna see when the son, he's gonna want to go back with Jaguar Wright, and the father was like, listen, if you go back, I ain't gonna be able to help you with school because your grades drop.
That's right.
When you go back with your mother. Oh, I love the father with his relation of his son. That to me, that should be it all that, because we need to see more of that, where fathers being there for their children.
Yes, that's why I was applauding him, and that was my tribute to him. I looked at him, I said, that's a strong man. And he was like, whatever you think is wrong, no, we're going to take him out of this position. I'm going to leave her, and we're going to be doing very well, which he is.
All right. We thank you so much for calling
All right. Well, you have a great night. Thank you. Love your show. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. We got 2 people. Oh, okay. Let's go to this 5840. Carly on air.
Hey, well, you have to call back in because I'm just loving the show. This is the icon from New York. And by the way, B-Love's son, his name is Darius.
Yeah, Darius. Yes, because, you know, Darius, they be trying Darius. And Darius, sometimes he be speaking from privilege because his family got
90
what?
seconds.
Money. It ain't raised in the ghetto. They not raised on public funding. So when he speak, he's speaking from the privilege that he raised in. Oh, I could just preach a whole sermon on that, but go ahead, Icon.
But I see that Tasha K, I don't know if she was trying to be messy, but you know, I love the mess. I'm here for it. She had to put this in there about the transgender allegation
60
that
seconds.
Jaguar Wright was trying to throw on him, on the ex-husband. And also, do you believe that he didn't know the term LGBT?
He probably
stuttered.
didn't want to offend, you know, because it changed so much. What Jaguar said about, oh my gosh, because did you see the clip when she said, I got the money, I'm looking for pictures. I want pictures.
So yeah, that's why I called back in. So the money situation, is that going to be from the mother's check?
For the mother's check?
That would be so wrong. It's from the mother's check.
It will be for the mama check. It's gonna have to. It ain't gonna be for her royalties. Baby, it's coming for that mama pension check. And that, if you get it, she says she want pictures and videos.
10 seconds.
So to my understanding from that, I'm thinking she's trying to tell the people to bait him to get the pictures.
Right.
Because you know 2020, 2021 is all about baiting now.
Oh Lord, she said this man is on a site.
But at the end of the day, is she secure to have the money? What is it, $1,000 that she offered?
She's offered $1,000 if y'all can find lewd
from
pictures.
The $6,000
videos of her husband
the mother only has
and
one
pictures.
Needle. And the mother only has one needle. Ain't that a shame?
That is a crying shame that have happened. And this is where, if that is true, other members of the siblings, if that's your mother, y'all go to the court and petition and say, hey, mama ain't being treated right with the money, and fight that if that's true. You know what I'm saying? Because she shouldn't be living in nobody senior citizen apartment and getting evicted. That shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
No.
It's unbelievable.
It is. Because when he said that,
But
I
yeah.
teared up when he said that she was using the same needle. That ain't right. That means she needs care. And it's so many people that I remember I worked in a nursing home, and the administrator had to come to this resident, and he told her that we're going to have to evict you and put you out the nursing home. Did you know why they had to put her out? Because the son had the money, and he was not paying the nursing home their money, the rent a month. They weren't paying it. So they had to evict her out of the nursing home and had to come. And she cried. I cried. She cried. The administrator cried. I was like, wow. Why would you not pay for your mother money and she got to be put out a good place where she getting fed 3 times a day, change? It's a great facility. And she cried, and they had to go and take her. I hope that she's doing fine now, but it's so many people that will take advantage of their loved ones. Yeah. And then when the authorities came to talk to her, she took up for the son, like, that's my son, I ain't saying nothing wrong. And she went on and moved to her son. But it's people that will take advantage of their parents' money, grandmama money. I've seen it happen all the time. Absolutely, it's more to the story. I believe that.
Another thing, Jaguar Wright did say she was a dominatrix. So she said that the ex-husband, if I'm not mistaken, it's him, he loved the pain and the pleasure. Why did Tasha K not ask to see like a light bulb mark?
It's probably a lot,
neck, correct?
Yeah. She did say
I
that.
I would have wanted to see the mark. Why did you not pull down the sweater and show a mark? If you alleging that she
put a
had
mark
the
on
light
there.
bulb and she,
I could.
But
Do you
Jaguar
believe?
Wright did
I
admit-
do probably believe that she did put her hands on that man, because I can sense it a little bit. Can you sense it that he went through?
But what are you saying? Willingly or forcefully?
I think
because she said he loved it.
I think that it was willingly. I don't think it was that was. I don't think it was like what you described. I think she was putting her hands on him. I think she was verbally abusive. When you get to the last part, oh my gosh, y'all got to get to the last part. I reviewed, I'm gonna say it over. When his mama say she will always cuss me out, you could tell that Jaguar is abusive. She called that lady you old H. That's the elderly woman. You all gotta see. Y'all gotta see. I don't care what nobody say. When I saw that clip and that granny, she held on to that. She held on that video and sent it to. She was like, Tasha, did Sam give you that video? She got the other video, baby. And I feel sorry for Jaguar because you shouldn't do that like that. Mm-mm. She called Tina.
And the other lady that
go ahead.
The lady that Jaguar Wright was harassing, I believe it was inside of an office building, an office space. And the lady, I think she was calling 911, and I think she was leaving and going in another room. And Jaguar Wright shouted out, "And you're harassing me," or something like that. But she's consistently doing that.
Yeah, I can.
You know that
and that's dangerous.
That lady, yeah,
she gonna do that to the wrong one. You gonna pull up to the wrong person's house with that phone and get got. You come to Chicago and Inglewood with that. Pull up to somebody. You pull up to somebody. They boy, watch what happened.
It's like calling out wolves. It's like calling out wolves.
Yes.
And the stuff that you're calling out is not right. But when you're gonna need the 911 and help,
yeah, people ain't gonna want to believe you when something really somehow. Because honestly, with Jaguar, you don't know what to believe. Honestly, Icon, either you don't know. You get so confused. Like I left that documentary. You could believe, might not believe, because she throw out so much stuff. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? When she get to talking, she'll get to throwing out so many allegations. She gonna at least throw out a minimum of 50 allegations.
I was watching somebody else's channel today, and they mentioned Jaguar Wright. She's the Black Karen. What do you think of that?
Yeah, she is the Black Karen.
Or how do you think of that?
Tina,
a Black Karen.
Why can't he see his stepfather? Why can't he see his stepfather, Tina?
Lying, somebody has a gun. Why would you lie and say someone has a gun when they don't have a gun? I'm telling
you, this woman is. You cannot. I'm so glad.
But I'm loving it though.
I'm loving it too. I'm so glad that what's his name? That Storm did not meet up with her in a private room, because you can't meet up with people that always have allegations. Do not meet up with a person by yourself when they say they've been touched. They always throwing an allegation. Somebody touched them. Even when I work in a nurse home, if it's a resident that always throwing out allegations, I don't work with that resident. I'm not about to put my license and put my life at risk. If it's a resident always throwing out allegations, I'm not going to work with that resident. Let me know. If this is, I'm like, make sure it's in the chart. And I ain't working with it. Every day you got to allegate somebody always touching you. Every day, somebody doing something, and you do it with everybody and just point at people. I don't work with those type of people. You ain't about to mess up my livelihood, and then you got to get investigated, and you got to get questioned. Then you got to get escorted off the job. It's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, and it's all, and it destroys you, because that's on your record that you was investigated. And if it's a lie, they still got to investigate it. You innocent, and you have to prove to you guilty until you have to prove that you're innocent. But yet you still got that stench. So yeah, that goes. I will not be working with no Jaguar.
Exactly.
Right. Absolutely not.
and no offense to Jaguar's new husband, but people have their own preference, what they like. And hey, he probably loved a dominant,
he probably loved that. And
you're not lying. Women.
You're not lying. Some people like women that's dominant. I don't like women that's dominant. Sorry. I don't like a woman that,
because she says she was a dominatrix.
You could tell she have a very dominant spirit, and she tends to prey on those men that's not as dominant, because you can tell her husband's not that dominant. He look like he not that. The new one look like he ain't that dominant. Me and her, we will clash. I mean, if me and her would marry, me and Jaguar would marry, of course we'd be making love. It'd be a lot of it, because she probably have an amazing, she probably real good in that department. But it'd be like Harpo and Miss Seeley. No, Harpo and who was that? Harpo and it was Harpo. Y'all know Color Purple, where the beans kept coming and the babies kept coming. It was beating and the babies kept coming. That would be the kind of relationship me and Jaguar Wright would have if we were married. We'll be punching.
But it should be dominatrix, like aggressively in the bedroom.
Yes.
But on the public outside, it should be the other way around. Like have a little control of your wife. But I know other people are trying to call.
No, that was it. We have the end of the live. Like I just thank you, Icon, because you was really into the documentary, and that's when I know that it was good. Because if you get the Icon to really look at
part 3 to come out,
it was good. So now y'all,
and you know what, Tasha's a genius.
Yeah,
you want to know why? Because she's making money on both platforms.
Yeah,
she did it for the people that didn't want to wait no longer. And if they decide to go and pay that $15, which a lot of people did, they got the first hand. And then for the other people that didn't want to pay the $15, they still putting money in her pocket.
And just
because she is getting paid from YouTube.
And just imagine,
so that was a great idea.
Let's look at it. Let's just say if 5,000 people went and looked at it, paying $15, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money she made. If 20,000 people, I believe a lot of people signed up to see that documentary on Patreon, and she made a good coin. And I'm here for it. I'm not mad about it because that's what you do. If you have something that good, you charge people first, then you have people to pay. Just like now, since people not going to the movies now, they charging to rent a movie $25. Reason why they're doing that is because they don't get the income from the movie. So I don't mind. No. The reason why I would count it, I'm just counting. It's good money. Maybe she probably made $100,000 off that documentary because she was like, "Listen, I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna take it." But she said no, she didn't take it down. She had to keep it up there because she said so many people was coming on there, and baby, I gave that review, and people was in my DMs about yes, so that's what I'm gonna do for my documentary. So if I learn it from my mentor, when I do math, I'm gonna put that on Patreon first. And then I'll put it on YouTube and all that. Yes, she did.
Absolutely. That's how you do it.
For
your paid audience, they come first.
They do it first and then do it for the free audience. Yes. Yes. Come on, Tasha K.
But Tasha K did mention that it was her project. This was her project.
Yes.
So she had a lot to put into this.
Yes, her husband.
And she did a great job. Keep it up, my beloved sister. Another thing I wanted to say.
And one of the producers gave
they
cashed at me the $15, and they said, "This is for you giving a beautiful review." Look at that, because it touched somebody. Somebody said, "Wiley, I had to pay the $15 and give you $50 because you gave us such a good review. I had to watch that documentary." She couldn't wait to the free one because she said my review for it. But go ahead, Icon.
Wiley, no shade, but your Teespring needs to do a little update. Could you get the iPhone 11 phone case?
The iPhone 11 phone case? I don't have the iPhone 11 phone case. Oh, I'm gonna get. Okay,
I have the iPhone 11.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get the iPhone. But me, I'm not even that into iPhones like
on
that.
Teespring.
Yeah,
on Teespring.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to upload it on Teespring. Yeah, I got some other stuff that I'm adding on Teespring too, because I got to add some more stuff. So we got some more designs coming on Teesprings and stuff like that. And thank you for that. I'm gonna add that this week.
And try to get some shirts that slim fit now, okay, for the boutique ones.
Yes, and I'm gonna get the hoodies. It's like so much stuff, and I want to thank people that do buy the mugs and do buy it because.
But I understand you're trying to get rid of the older stuff to bring in the new stuff.
Trying to bring in the new stuff, and then I don't want to like bombard it, because I got to work with the designs and put it on there, and we got to upgrade the Teespring store, and I'm gonna definitely work on that tomorrow. Actually, my designer was supposed to come over today, but it just didn't work out because it's a lot of stuff people want. Now, and I want to thank people. This is literally like
whenever you're ready, put it out. I'm not rushing you.
Whenever I do it, because you told me about, you was the second person that told me about, because somebody else wanted to get a case. And I want to see do they have that on Teespring.
Yeah, or put a different kind, because everyone has different kind of phones.
Right, everybody. And I'm gonna see that they had their designs on there. But thank you for that. And I'm glad that you watched that documentary.
Yeah, I can't wait for 3. If she put 3 out right now, trust and believe, I will be watching 3.
Yes,
right
I'm here for it. People try to criticize her for it, but you cannot. Shout out to her husband. I met her husband. They are an incredible duo. That needs to be applauded for a husband and wife for them to do this. You may not agree with some of her content, but for them people to do this to entertain us, and that's a Black family, kudos. I give her credit. You can say whatever you about her, but you over there watching. See, people criticize Tasha K, but you over there watching.
Absolutely.
You over there
I'm
watching?
very entertained.
Baby, they talk about that documentary.
And I don't know if I mentioned this when Jaguar Wright came on today with the recording with her mother.
Yeah.
I jumped to listen. People are intrigued.
People are listening.
People want this.
Mm-hmm. Because what Tasha K has, she have an entire sector that reports and review everything that she does. But this is why I want people to understand. Just don't play her content. You right? Some people are mad that she reporting them. Don't play her content because she works hard to produce that content. So just don't play it. I don't have to play it. I know how to review it, baby. I reviewed it so much and I got so many notes and all that. I ain't got to play it because once she gave us the okay, she said, y'all, I don't mind y'all reviewing it. Just don't play it.
Yeah.
Baby, when she gave me that okay, I watched that documentary, paused it, rewind, wrote my notes, put my notes together, and I gave it to y'all really, really good. And now that it's out, and a lot of people are talking about it.
And one thing I can say about you, Wiley, you don't play people content, so they can never backfire on you.
Right.
In that part.
Right.
And I love it because you review.
Right. I just review it and we just have a good time for it. Yes, that is a double profit.
But before I let you go, this is the idea for Tasha K. You did the documentary.
Yeah.
What about a movie?
Yes, a movie.
What about a movie?
A movie would be great.
We want to see these stuff.
A movie would be great. I think that's what she's going to definitely get into. Even for my documentary, I will have Keyshia Studios produce that. You know what I'm saying? Because she did a great job. She did an awesome job. I will
put out those casting calls
with Keyshia Studios. Yes. They say, ask Icon, do he think the conversation with her mom was forced? Do you think the conversation with her mom was forced? The conversation that Jaguar had with her mom was forced? Do you believe that?
In the beginning, I did. But if I was on the jury, because when I listened to it, if I was on a jury, I would say, Your Honor, lead-in questions. It was 2-minute lead-in questions.
Yeah.
She would ask the question lead-in to get a feedback from the mother, being that she know it was being recorded.
Yeah, she was badgering her mother.
It was too many leading questions to the mother.
Yeah,
in my humble opinion,
she was
that's what I got
her
from
mother.
it.
She wanted her mother to cuss. She was badgering her mother
to side with her.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She wanted her mother to side with her because she knew it was being recorded, which the mother did not know it was being recorded. And at the end of the clip, she had a message, sue me. So she took it to her mother to sue me.
And she said, you never was there for me and all that. I'm like, come on now, Jaguar. Do you want her to vindicate you or do you want to argue with your mom to just give your... So it wasn't really helping Jaguar Wright. It really wasn't helping her. My only suggestion is that she sit down and just get her thoughts together and talk on her channel. But now she's just going on Facebook with long posts. She going on different channels and she say so much stuff. But that documentary is just, it's here now. It's and she's gonna have to let this wave go through. The documentary is here.
And I know I said I'm gonna let you go, but I love when you like, you know me say like when you mock her, like when you sound just like these people that you always limit.
Yeah,
and I love when you say, "Oh, Mark."
people, they be so triggered. Like I would tell you, ever since that I was talking about whatever, I talk about these shows. I don't have to name their names because these people get so triggered. But to me, it's all entertainment if it's public. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you on Station Head. I don't care if you on Patreon. If it's out there, it's out there, so I can give a commentary on it.
Absolutely.
But people don't like it. People
and you're not defaming somebody, so you can speak on whoever you want.
Right.
You're not defaming them. I mean,
right? Because if it's just repeating on
you're
a
public figure,
right? And so we just had this conversation, and people were just saying it's funny. I'm just sitting here laughing. It was definitely a good job. I'm here for it. I don't know what's gonna be next for Jaguar Wright. I think Jaguar Wright and Tasha K just need to settle in a boxing ring, a celebrity boxing match. I think that would be dope because she ready. She, Jaguar don't like it. She was pissed. She talking about, if you don't take that down, I'm gonna run you out of the country.
Out of the country.
I knew Jaguar.
I would take that as a threat, and I'm going right to the police station.
I knew it. She was mad because she had her family. So this ain't just Tasha talking. She talking to her sister, her cousin. And
so I want to be extra. I want to be extra messy. Hey, what the hell? We're almost over with the show. But when Jaguar put that statement out there before he aired the documentary, she said she warned her. If it's something in the documentary that she doesn't like about her son, how she comes towards her son, in the documentary is going to be war or something. Don't quote me on that, but something in that era. So I wanted to know, is that why Tasha K edited some parts? Because she did say it was parts that the son said he wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah, commit suicide. Yeah, she did edit some
things. She left that out.
Yeah, she did. She said she didn't want to put that in.
But yeah, do you believe it was just in her heart not to put it out, or was she a little frightened of what Jaguar?
No, I don't think she was frightened. I just think for the integrity, she just didn't want to share that part of it to protect the son. You know what I'm saying? And I can
because she is kind-hearted. Yeah,
yeah, she's not like malicious. Tasha got a very good heart. She's not malicious, because if she was malicious, she'd just played the whole thing what the son said. And it's the reason why, because I think the son was under a lot of pressure, because when parents battle, when the child get caught in the crossfire, they got to deal with the embarrassment, with the aggressiveness, with the cussing, with whatever, with going with this mama, then you fight with the daddy, then the daddy got to go to court, then you got to go here, then you know what I'm saying? It's like the child suffered. And so of course he suffered, no telling what all stuff that he had to deal with growing up with two parents that unfortunately did not see eye to eye. So I just think that it was a lot that son went through. And we saw a glimpse of it when she pulled up to Tina's home saying that he been kidnapped. And he was like, Mom, I'm right here. I'm right here. Go speak to your stepfather, Tina. Dad, you're not his mother, Tina. You just want to check, Tina.
Yeah, I was just being messy. I wanted to get your input on it. But
yeah, I don't think she was afraid. I just think that she didn't want that.
She did mention why she didn't want to why she took it out, because she said she didn't want Sam. Is it Sam? Am I correct?
Defame or
the son?
Yeah. She didn't want
Sam. She didn't want Sam to regret it later on.
Oh yeah, she didn't want Sam. Right. She wanted to protect. Yes.
So yeah, that was very
that was very wise of her and everything like that. Yeah. I agree with you, Wiley. She didn't want to put everything out to the son only for his benefit, not because she's afraid of Representative Jack. Yeah, it was the integrity of the son.
No, I was just being messy.
You have a right to you have a right for it. But I'm here for the entertainment, because Tasha just, again, this is the reason why she garner so much support, because she's thinking outside the box on YouTube. She's doing documentaries. She reports on things that other YouTubers won't touch, and she gets wine. It's just different things that she does that is great. People say she don't have no personality. That's a lie. She have a personality. And people, when you judge her, don't just throw out lies talking about she ain't got no personality. Somebody said that on the show. I said, no, she have a great personality, entertaining, because you ain't there if you boring and got 10,000 people watching you. You obviously entertaining. right? And I'm definitely here for the future of Tasha, and it's so much that she could do for Kibi Studios. I'm just here for what's the next project.
Quick question: are any of the big YouTubers talking about this documentary?
Well, no of the big YouTubers. I guess from my understanding, it was a conversation. But this is what I was heard.
I love being messy.
It was a conversation. Some big YouTubers said they're not going to talk about Tasha K. Now, one that was shocking, that one YouTuber, I was shocked that Neek didn't talk about it. But I guess they didn't want, they feel like we're going to give Tasha K clout. Baby, Tasha K already got the clout. You can't give somebody clout if she already got the clout. But guess what? Even if they don't talk about it, they watching, they're consuming it, and their subscribers are active. I've been on these different people, YouTubers, and they chats. Are you going to talk about the Jaguar Wright? And they delete these comments. I ain't going to say no names, but I be watching because they be asking. The audience is asking, are you going to talk about it? Right now, there's one YouTuber that was on Station. You already know the one. He's debating on, should I talk about it? This the hottest thing to talk about.
That's out right now. Why not eat?
Right. This is the hottest thing. This is the hottest thing to talk about. But some they don't want to because they don't want to give clout to the other YouTubers, and you know. Yeah, but they watching it.
But I'm gonna go back in the chat.
Okay, they consumed it. Somebody don't want to talk about it, but y'all go ask them now. Hold on, let me say this before y'all go and ask these people. You may get cussed out and blocked, so just be very cautious. Because some of y'all already know. And please don't say my name. Wiley want me to ask you, is it okay that you talk about us? Don't bring my name in it because you're gonna get blocked. But if you ask them, ask them. All right, thank you, Icon. Oh God. No, some YouTubers said, hey, I'm not gonna talk about it no more. I'm done talking about Tasha K. This is the thing, though. But listen, see, let me tell y'all this. Listen to what they saying. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want Wiley to talk about it and get the subscribers and the views. Just listen. I ain't going to say no names. So please, people that send me emails every time I say something, I'm going to say this crystal clear. No names. I haven't said no names, okay? So when you send me an email, just let it be crystal clear. I haven't said no names, okay? All right? But on Station Ed, we can say names, we can drag or whatever. But yeah, they're talking about it on Station, but they're not going to talk about it on there, okay? If it's hard... I'm not with the wino, but I can see people hating on Tasha just to hate her. If it was someone else, they wouldn't have cared. Facts. If it was the Impressive channel, they'll be in there reporting on everything. It's because it came from Tasha. Okay. They say I've been blocked from telling truths about Jag on too many pages to count. Guess what? I'm still talking. Facts. Say that. Facts. If that would have been the Impressive channel, did a documentary on Jaguar Wright, I might have to send a Impressive channel email to see. No problem. Thank you, Athena. Thank you. If Impressive would have, I want to know would Impressive do it. I'm surprised the neighborhood talk. They probably done with talking about Jaguar Wright. But anyway, wouldn't that be nice if the Impressive channel talk about it? Y'all can say, well, y'all, yes, Jaguar was born and raised. No, she wasn't born and raised in Philly. She was born in Jersey. I'm just telling you, she wasn't born and raised in Philly. According to her family, she was born in Jersey? And she moved with her aunt in Philly. That's according to her family. They said Jag was born in Philly. I thought she was born in Jersey. Was it Philly? She was raised. Yeah, she was raised, but she wasn't born in Philly. She was raised by and then she went back to mother. It's a lot. She was born in Philly. Hold on, let me look. Let me check my notes. Hold up. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna just read what they said in the interview. Nope, Jaguar Wright cousin said she was born in Jersey, and her cousin mother got temporary custody of Jaguar Wright, and she wasn't getting along with her parents. When she was 13, she was born in Jersey, and her aunt got temporary custody. I got it in my notes. Don't you be trying to confuse me. I got my notes. And I want to say special thank you to the people that was out there. We got 500 people watching. Make sure y'all subscribe. How we doing in the likes? This is iconic. We never had these many people watching for this long. That tell you influence and power. And it's people with bigger platforms than us don't even have the numbers that we have right now. That'll tell you about influence. We don't have 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people on our station, on our StreamYard. We have the call lines open up, and literally we are not even at 20,000. And we had people. That's why I say never be discouraged. It is about the influence and it's about the engagements. All right. We want a special thank you. Right. It's about that. Go Wiley, go Wiley. It feels really good. You know, we're gonna get there, and we will get to the 30,000 people, 40,000 people. I have the vision. It's gonna be 30, 40, 50 some thousand people watching our show. Okay. That's the vision. I have the vision. Okay, I see myself with all the people, and then I can tell about the story of me being on StreamYard, me having a green screen, my nose running. You know, I'm gonna be coming back and just having these conversations with you all. While I please a person like he's fair. Thank you. 13 years in Jersey, and that's born and raised in Jersey to be. Facts. Come on. It's a Jersey for me. Yeah, I'm sticking to my vision. Her family line, birth records are public. Okay, send me her birth records, and then we have update. Producers, we got any field producers out there? Send me the birth records. Somebody said they have the birth records. Oh, Lord. They said go to Wikipedia. All right, here we go. But Wikipedia is not credible because that be anybody can update with Wikipedia. But I will go just go to Wikipedia. Okay. I will go to Wikipedia. Give me a second. It said born, and they have Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, U.S. But mind you, with Wikipedia, that's not credible because anybody can go on there and update Wikipedia. You know what I'm saying? I can get a Wikipedia. I'm surprised none of my producers got me a Wikipedia. Producers, who know how to make me a Wikipedia? Okay. If my publicist special when I make it of this person in the bushes will be on my staff. Okay. If they're in the bushes, can you please make me a Wikipedia account? You know who you are in the bushes. If you can make me a Wikipedia account, oh my gosh. Oh no, I don't want y'all. Some of y'all don't know how to make a Wikipedia. Y'all gonna be in there talking about my nose be running. Whoever can make Wiley a Wikipedia. Baby, y'all gonna be saying he got boogers out his nose. Y'all gonna be trying to put DC gay in my Wikipedia. Stop. No. I can just imagine. Okay. Baby, I can just imagine. Oh yeah, this year he went to the library, took off all his clothes. He paid $80,000 in damages. Baby, they gonna be talking about booger sugar and everything, child. I should have said that. Oh gosh. But they gonna be like, where's your birthday? Oh Lord. Okay, she should have been born in Philadelphia and lived in Jersey. Jersey just started to get great hospitals. I'm born and raised in Philly. A lot of people come to Jersey to have a baby. Wait a minute, not y'all arguing talking about where she was born. I was born in Chicago, November 11th. Okay, 1990. Oh, now watch one of the haters. Oh man, I should have even said that. Baby, they gonna have that Wikipedia. Oh my God. Oh God. Well, I just imagine probably tomorrow I'm gonna have a Wikipedia up. Yeah, because I'm a public figure. I should have a Wikipedia. Tasha K should have a Wikipedia. I should have a Wikipedia. Just gave him idea. Baby, that Wikipedia, baby. They gonna have that Wikipedia. No, I'm 30. I'm not 31. I'm 30. I'll be 31 this year, though. I'm 30 years old. Okay, she moved to Philly at 13. Yeah, that's what the family said. They're gonna have that Wikipedia up tonight. Oh, they're gonna have that Wikipedia up tonight. Yeah, they got Jaguar Wright up here though. Jaguar Wright. Yeah, they got her Wikipedia up here. 1995 to present. Oh, she started in 1995. All right. She got a Wikipedia. Oh yeah. You know, I forgot. Lipstick Alley about to have that Wikipedia up fast. You're gonna hurry. I don't know why I said that. Lipstick Alley in the bushes right now, because baby, Lipstick Alley, they are treacherous. If I was weak, I could not read Lipstick Alley, but I'm strong. They don't really post me like that because we in a celebrity gossip Lipstick Alley. I'm in a celebrity guy, but every once in a while they do promote me in Lipstick Alley. But they probably will have that up. But if you got to be strong, because back in the day with Lipstick Alley, when I used to go live, they talk about, oh, Wiley, his nose running. He's so funny. Why he with VS? I remember them days. Baby, my name would be ringing in Lipstick Alley. When we went to DC, and when it was DC Gate, oh, baby, Lipstick Alley went overtime. Anytime I travel to any kind of state or city, Lipstick Alley is boom, 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 boom. When a series is made about Lipstick Alley. But one thing about Lipstick Alley, when I'm getting dragged, when lies are said about me, it be some smart people on Lipstick Alley. They will be fact checking. So one person, it was like a series made about me, right? And one person on Lipstick Alley broke down the whole place because they heard the Blog Talk Radio audio, and they broke down the whole thing like that. That's yeah, lipstick. Yeah, I got some supporters in Lipstick Alley. You know, they always drag me. You know, and when it was my birthday, you know, Lipstick Alley, it's a gossip. It's a gossip website where they gossip about you, and they break down different stuff. And when rumors are made about if it's gossip, whatever, it's all on Lipstick Alley. Yes. Yes. Baby, they had it up there. You'd have thought I was a host. I'm like, what the hell y'all doing? It was like, it was a spirit. I am telling y'all don't understand. We have came a mighty long way. But these people, they will have conference calls. They tried me, but I came out stronger. Glory. But they tried it. Oh, yes, they tried it. Yes, they did. I mean, every single day. These people will be up in the middle of the night, hours upon hours. Then I had to do a clap back. And I was clap back legally. I was getting my lawyers on the line. I was clap back legally. And then these people got scared and they trembled. But these people, they were really trying it. They was. These people was really, I mean, they would wait and think that I'm asleep so they could just drag me. No. I'm telling y'all, but we here and we good. And I still got a smile on my face. Okay. Shout out to Ivani Van Zant. Stronger and better. But these people, they really tried it. I've learned from that experience. I really learned from that experience. Hey, these people come and go. That's why you can't be stuck. You got to keep going with it. And we kept going. And look what happened. They by shot. They over there still struggling. Okay. Didn't go nowhere. Tried to conspire against me. These folks doing big YouTube. They big YouTubers. Big YouTubers. Little old me could spy on conference call. One was so weak, pathetic, couldn't hold no water. He was hurt. He couldn't hold it. Cause when you do wrong, or if you got what do they call that? If you got a what do they call that work with you? If you got a conscience, and that man called me, he was hurt. He said, man, I don't like this. I don't like what they're doing. Because it hurt him. It was another woman. Let me tell you about how God worked. I met this woman. She would get on her platform and just dog me out with just lies. And I never spoke about her. Leo would be a witness of this. And I met this woman. I met the woman. And I didn't speak to her. And I met her. And I spoke. And then she said to me, Wiley, I'm sorry for what I said about you. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And we hugged and I forgave her. I already forgave her before that. I gave her a hug. Okay? I remember that. That one, I'm telling you. I mean, that lady came and I met her. See, when you talk about it's different when you meet somebody in person. It's one thing you could just drag on it, but when you meet them flesh to flesh, and she said, Wiley, will you forgive me? And I said, you are forgiven. Yeah. Oh, good God Almighty. I said I had to release it because she felt that she was wrong. And she felt it. She felt that she was wrong. She felt the energy that I'm wrong. She was wrong. And she would do it every single day, just drag me in. It was just all lies when none was true. And what she was describing criminal behavior. Like, what the world? And it was a voice that said, don't say nothing. Keep doing your videos. Keep doing your video. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say keep doing your videos. Keep doing your video. I kept doing it. And then one day, I met the woman. You don't know, like some of these folks, we will be in some spaces. There's some folks that I'm gonna meet. I'm gonna have to have strong security. Now, when I meet Nika, I'm gonna meet Nika in person one day. Mm-hmm. When I meet Nika, I want to have money. When I meet Nika at night, money. Okay. Let me see what a card. I just said Nick at night day. Let me see what card will pop up. Let me see. A new start. You see this card? It said a new start is coming. Wait a minute. I said, nigga, it said a new start. Oh. I felt that. I felt that a new start is coming. Oh. So I would definitely be meeting her. I don't want my nose be running. I want to look good. So when she see me, it's like, Wiley, I'm like, yes, me, how you doing? Me, how you doing? How you doing? Yes. Oh, when she meet me here, I can't wait. That's yes. Nigga, I'm always in my crest. Oh, okay. Let me move on. Because if I stay on deep. Let me move on. Oh, I'm being beautiful. Man, if I had a buddy, she anything. Oh man. I had a dream that I had hit the lottery. I had made a lot of money, and I took a private jet to meet Neek. That's anything you need, you got it. If you need rubies, jewelry, not just the vibe, but you know, I want to meet her. Nice steak dinners, different type of wines, but okay, let me stop. I really like her. She's beautiful. Like, I'm telling you, Neek, I am telling you. I would fly Brad McKnight in to sing a song when I propose. I'm just saying, can I just give out my vision? I'll get Brad McKnight to come out, sing, get on one knee and propose. But the card said a new start is coming. It said that. Oh Lord, let me move. Let me stop touching the card because y'all get triggered. And so bad. I didn't want to play because I'm not a lottery player. I always play the lottery, and I don't know how to play the lottery like that. So when you play the lottery, do you have to say Mega Million? What? Oh no, I have to say Powerball, the Powerball. So I go in there. Sometimes I don't be knowing how to play the lottery. So okay, so now I'm gonna start playing it. I've been playing in this stuff. I didn't win. Woo. But one day I will. So I had somebody hit the $1 billion. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. My God, thought he me as well, but Neek is stunning, gorgeous. Yes, I'm telling you, Neek is just, you know. And I want to tell y'all this before I go. We've been on here for 3 hours. My apologies for people. This is a 3-hour video. Make sure y'all thumbs up and like. For my meet and greet, we were going. I was working. I was going to like do double shifts and everything because I wanted Neek to be my special guest. I wanted Neek to come to the meet and greet to be my special guest because I really rock with her. I really love for her content, her demeanor. Right, that's one person I want to invite to the meet and greet. Right, so that's and stuff. And then at COVID, I'm like, no, COVID, why did you come? I don't want no COVID to be coming, but I can't wait till we get over Rona so we can get back so we can have fun and all that. But I wanted her to be the special guest and stuff like that because of what I wanted. I wanted my meet and greet to be an experience for those. If it was just 10 people coming. I wanted it to be an experience with Wiley, where we at the hotel and we go out to dinner, we do karaoke, we go to different places that I haven't been because I haven't been to a lot of places in Texas, right? So if it was going to be an experience, but now once the Rona is over, I'm thinking about New York because we have a lot of New York producers. We have a lot of New York people. We got the voice of New York. We got the icon of New York. We got some moderators that's in New York or that's in DC or in Baltimore. It's people that's on the East Coast that want to see the Wiley Show. And we here for it. It's some people, baby. The East Coast. It is Sunday. The East Coast they watch the Wiley Show. Okay, the East Coast, baby, they strong in here. So you have these I wanted Nick to come, and that's one person that I wanted to come to the meet and greet because I was surprised the people. It would have been nice. It'd been a good vibe to show them a different side of Wiley, to know how elegant it is. There you go, Wiley. I love me some Brahmin night. Yes. So New York in the building. I know one of them plays Saturday, the other play Friday because they pop at 11. Where's the world? Okay. We got some New York people up in here. We love. I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why, because Neek done something that I knew the importance of YouTube, because at night when she do, I wish that Neek go live just with herself at nighttime in the middle of the night. I used to love, we should go live in the middle of the night, and she would have have topics that I'm telling you. I used to work in a rinky-dink nursing home, and when I get done with my rounds, I would go to that break room or sit on the hall and watch it, put one of the headpiece in and have the other ear here clear so I can hear the call lights. I would be watching Neek at night. And when I go on my lunch break, I would have to call in. Back in the day, it wasn't no StreamYard. See, back in the day, you had to call the conference, the free conference call number, right? Back in the day, you have to call the free conference call number. Y'all remember that? And I would have to get my pen and my paper and write it down and speak to the guy. I was like, "Hey, Nick, how you doing?" And everything. Like, hey, I'm like, I try to make my voice deep. I'm speaking to Nick at night. This is beautiful. This is the queen. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I know I would be a good husband. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I'm gonna make sure she take care. If I have to work 3, 4, 5 doubles, I'm just that type of man. I don't care if my leg ain't crank Wiley move like that. We working some doubles, triples, and make sure she's good. But yeah, I definitely want to meet her. She was too. She didn't really want to do it because after the storm thing, y'all already know what happened with that. That I was mad because I'm like, no, don't do this. I like her. Yes, yes, you're not listening to this, but it. She had black, and then she unblocked me. I was like, yes. I just love that. And it's another woman that I would like to meet and have a conversation with. And that is with Michelle Atiele. And let me tell you why. She's beautiful. And I love this woman. Boss. Like, she's a boss. She's a boss. I just would love to have a 1 hour conversation over nice dinner. And we have a nice conversation. She's a boss. And I love her. Like, oh my God, I really, really rock her and I love her. Like, and I just don't like when people try to diss her and all that. Listen, I don't get into all that. She's a boss. That woman is a boss. Like, I'm attracted to bosses. Like, if you're a woman that's a term on boss. If you're a boss, man, let me stop. When she was talking about going to court and evicting somebody out of her apartment, come on now. I know this video is long, y'all. I get it. We just talking. We don't always have long videos. We are not bringing her story back up. We don't want Wiley to get blocked. Okay, we not bringing that up. Okay. Somebody spilled the beans. No. We ain't bringing that up, baby. Y'all have to go back and watch videos and all that. The boss, yes. Michelle been in the game a long time. She done it. Yeah, she's a boss. Definitely with her. And another person I would like to meet is Daytime Tea Time, baby. Daytime. Oh my gosh. Okay. Great. Let me tell y'all this story. So let me go to the DM. Hold on. I love Daytime. Hold on, I love Candace. So anyway, let me tell y'all. So I sent Daytime a DM. Let me tell you what I sent her. I said, hey, why didn't you interview Tommy? And this is what she said. Hey, Wiley. I'm so sorry, huh? I don't discuss business decision. This could become messy, unprofessional, and made public. Yes. Okay. She got me together. And I should have said it because it's unprofessional and messy. I was supposed to be asking her no question why she didn't interview Tommy. I was being messy. And baby, one thing about Candace, she will get you together expeditiously and professionally and still will say, hey. Yes. Baby, she will still get you together. And I was being messy. Wait a minute. I was just business. I did too much. And I didn't mean to send that to her, but I forgot I sent it, so I couldn't unsend it. That's why I had to take that. I'm like, yes, ma'am. She don't play no games, I'm telling you. It's a vibe. Y'all know I love Candace. It's just some people that I like. Their content and their content is everything. Wait a minute. Yes, it's like it's really dope, y'all. Like 30 what you need. Yes, she's beautiful. Yes. I could just tell like plenty stories. She's just a great. It's really some good. I'm gonna tell you, it is really some good content. When I was first coming on the scene, Lovely T gave me a shout out and showed me love. And I just did too much, like I always do. But she showed me love when I came on the scene. Candace showed me love. So yeah. They're beautiful. And Tasha, oh my gosh. I can't wait to meet. Tasha K, oh my God. When I meet her, I know I'm a cry. I'm a cry when I meet Tasha because that woman, and she know why I would cry. That's a beautiful woman. The spirit of Tasha. I don't care what y'all say. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you. I can't wait to meet her. Like when I meet Tasha, I just want to make sure that I give her a nice bottle of wine and some flowers. I just want to say that. I want to give her a nice bottle of wine and some flowers. I don't know what kind of flowers she like, but thank you to Tasha K. Thank you. I love her. Because it's something special. Let me say this. I'm just talking with y'all. It's something so special for Tasha to see the talent of our show and to say, she said, Wiley, you got it. Just work with the production. I really love that about her. And her husband watched the show. I really love that because I remember when she went live and her husband was like, yeah, I watched Wiley and I love that. Thank you. Thank you to them. Beautiful family. And yeah. So when I meet her, I definitely gonna get her some not no cheap ones, some nice flowers. Honestly, some nice and a nice bottle of wine. And of course, we definitely gonna have to do a podcast. We definitely gonna have to do the podcast episode. Baby, that day, both baby, that I'm telling you, when I do a podcast with Tasha K, let me tell you, that will be so grateful for my career. They are going to be mad. A podcast and the way I'm going to be dressing, baby, I'm coming out with a shirt and a bow tie looking good. You're going to be, baby, I'm going to be looking like Brother Malcolm X up in there. I'm being like Brother Malcolm X up in there. I ain't going to overtalk her, baby. I'll do a podcast. What? Y'all will be tuning in. I'm going to be looking like Brother Malcolm. Baby, I'm gonna be looking like Brother Malcolm up in there. I'm telling y'all right there and there. They're gonna be like, is that fucking up? Also, I'm a Laker when I come out. I'm telling you. No, I'm a BB. I would look good, okay? Because these are thousands of people. I would look, baby, hey. Baby, that red, that bow tie. I'm going to be looking good over there. Oh, man. I'm going to have me some good old cufflinks. Okay. Now, I'm just talking, y'all. Man, I get up on there and we have a powerful interview or powerful conversation. Man, they're going to be like, who is that brother? That's Wiley. Because it's different when you in the same room. It's different. They're going to be like, who is that? That's the Wiley Show. It's different. It's different when it was the Wiley Show. Give me a second. Can y'all see it? You do a bit work. Oh, but I'm not done. See, okay. I'm talking about powerful. It's some people now. This is the thing that everybody gonna want to see. Lord have mercy. I already told y'all the vision that it's gonna be an event, a party. It's gonna be an event. I'm speaking it to existence. This was gonna happen. I can see this happening. Because God tends to put you in these same rooms with these people. Eventually, this is gonna happen. I feel it in my spirit. But all with our mind. Oh gosh. That is going that when you meet in person. Now on the internet, it's totally different. I'm just bringing this up. I'm just talking. If y'all get triggered, please leave. Okay. If we link up, it's just in the room or just link up. Oh, that's gonna be powerful. Two chocolate brothers. Baby, if we link up, two chocolate brothers on the scene, y'all, oh my God, the internet will go crazy. Because they never seen us in person like together. They never seen. And listen, I'm just talking, y'all. I'm just talking. But they will go crazy. Oh my God. It doesn't listen. I'm talking about in a room with an event, and so it's going eventually. You just never know. It will be epic because we roast and gag each other for decades. It doesn't matter, but y'all will be watching. Y'all sit here talking. I'm gonna claim it. It eventually it will happen. It will happen. Oh, people gonna be mad. I don't think we will over talk each other, because if I meet that brother, it's still yay. Listen, y'all can sit there and talk all day long. Blah, blah. We never met in person. You just never know. But that would be powerful, baby. It will be powerful. Okay, I'm just saying. If I meet Storm, that would be powerful because I like Storm. Me and Storm got a great personality. I'm just talking and all this time. This is about the brotherhood and sisterhood. Yes. Y'all will be watching though. Y'all talk what y'all want to talk. Y'all will be watching. Y'all, I ain't gonna be messing with y'all. Y'all gonna be watching. Y'all can say whatever, baby. The two strong person that you just never know. You never know. You never know. I'm 30 years. I never know what rooms I'm gonna be in. Just like when this lady was just dogging me out, and I met her in a beautiful mansion, and we embraced, and she forgave, and I forgave her. You just never know. You never know. You just never know. Good night. Thank you. Thank you for sending the cash apps, people, because we gave you a 3-hour show. Y'all still watching. Sound like he has a speech. No, Storm is a great guy, man. Storm is a great guy. Hard worker. Everything that Storm had, that brother worked hard for it. Period. What's next after you two? Well, for me, I want to write a book. I'm debating on going back to school. I really want to be a lawyer, like criminal justice, and like I want to finish up my criminal justice degree. So I'm debating on going back to school, and I gotta go like Monday or Tuesday to call them because I want to finish up my criminal justice degree. I really want my mom to see me graduate from college, and also I want my niece to see me graduate from college because I want her to say, my uncle went to high school, graduated. I went to high school, graduated. And I want just for me and for my niece. I want my niece, let me correct that because I got nieces and nephews. I want them to see, hey, my uncle went to college and he graduated for his criminal justice degree and he worked in criminal justice, or use that degree for something. Since I done so much for it and I got like probably a year or two left to complete it, my bachelor's, I really want to go back to complete that. Yes. Yes. He could be great. They could have done open up the phone lines back up. Okay. You want me to back up the phone lines? Yeah, I think that would be great for us to link up. But see, this is the thing. I'm telling y'all, it's different when you on the internet versus in real life. It's people that say they didn't like me. We linked up in real life. We just came just as close as friends because it's a different vibe. Is Leo still in the house? Do we still got Leo in the house? Is Leo gone? Leo probably gone. But it's a different vibe when you meet somebody in person versus it's a different vibe when you meet somebody that you talked about on the internet and you meet them in person. It's a different vibe. It is a different vibe. It's a different vibe. People, it's just totally a different vibe when you meet somebody in person when you talked about on so much on the internet. You just never know. I'll get a master's in healthcare policy, MBA in healthcare management. Yeah, that'd be great. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. I think, but I completed so much in criminal justice. I want to finish up with that and do so much stuff. Yeah, it's literally a different vibe. Just never know. I'm interested in healthcare, criminal justice. No, I'm talking about for criminal justice. I've almost completed. I want to complete that since I pretty much done so much in it. I just waiting on President Trump to complete that. But yeah, I want that to be completed. A lot of interest, healthcare, criminal justice, author, media personality. How do you keep from feeling overwhelmed? For me, I've done it. I've done like this media stuff. For like the book that I'm doing, I'm still in the process of writing it. I don't rush it because I get so emotional. I pray. I don't think I want to complete it until I don't want my grandmother to be alive to like see it. So I'm not going to rush it because I don't want her to read some of the stuff I'm going to write about her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be very patient in writing this book. So yeah, I was very excited to be Wiley. It's a different vibe. And I'm in politics too. It's a different vibe. Yes, thank you. You are, and that's when you meet people in person that love you, then that's when you know, oh, you're a celebrity. Didn't know, or you would know, or you would say this for me. Oh, damn, I gotta show people rock with me. When I met Shantae in person, when I left her home, I noticed, I said, man, Wiley, you are entertaining. You got people that love you. It's a difference when you sit in someone's home and they watch your show and different family members be like, she love you. The sister got on, she love you. The kids got, oh my gosh, she love you. She love you. It's a different vibe. I'm like, y'all love me. And that made me feel so good when people appreciate your hard work. That made me feel real good. I felt like a different person when I went to Chicago because I was different. I left, chased out, ran out, whatever y'all want to say, kicked out, and literally went back to Chicago as a YouTuber, as a media person, as someone that have supporters from across the country and around the world. It was a different vibe. It was. I felt different. Well, Wiley can't sleep with me up, but I'm not complaining. I'm sorry, I drank this coffee. I don't know why I'm like this. Girl, you get on my nerves now. I'm very small, consecrated. And I met some of my subs, and they were so excited, and I was shocked. But humble, I was shy and humble. I'm very humble. I don't get the big head. I ain't got the big head yet. I don't want the big head. I already got a big head, but I don't want to get a bigger head when it comes to that. But yeah, I met Leo, and she's a beautiful sister. I went on her channel. Beautiful vibe. Leo is a beautiful woman, beautiful vibe. Like, I rock with Leo. Like, it's a vibe. I met some good people. It's literally a vibe. Yes, I met some good people, and I will meet other people. But I do want to meet, I'm telling y'all, I want to meet Tasha Daytime, and I definitely want to meet Armand. I gotta meet him. I should have said it because every time I mention his name, y'all be sending me these long emails. I can't just do my content. But yeah, we would be, you just never know. You just never know. And I know y'all being messy and about to be messy, but no, it's all love. Honestly, it's all love. I think I will meet Jason Lee one day. Mm-hmm. Great. I think I want to meet him. B-Love, you already know I want to meet B-Love. Like, I want to meet her. It's a lot of people that I would love to meet. I watch these people. Why not meet them? Man, wait a minute. Okay. Somebody said a mom would punch you on sight. Wait a minute. Not punch me on sight. Y'all, it's crazy. Not punch me. You said punch me on sight? Okay. I'm surprised. Yeah, this time I punch me on sight. Okay. All right. Don't know if he's not done with me, man. Subscribe to me, Wiley. People spend another. Yeah, they're let me move on because they're spending another layer because it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the people see, but when you meet these people without your subs, Leo can contest to this. It's a different vibe. I'm telling you. You really could tell people vibe when you meet them in person, outside the cameras and stuff. Okay. I don't think they will fall out. They'll do great. I don't think they will fall out. It's literally a different vibe. They're gonna spend it. Yeah, they always gonna spend. That's how it's gonna be. But we over here just talking with y'all. Wiley, facts. They say yes. It's literally my weight loss. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? I go to the gym today. I gotta go today. I'm gonna go today because it's been a while. It's literally totally different. You know what I'm saying? And then you will notice some people are not as bad as you think. You know what I'm saying? And some people will notice you think, yeah. So yeah, I'm sleeping, but I don't want to click off. Yes, Armor Bra 9. She said, "What's your content?" Oh yeah, well her content, I could say it because I watched it. She read books. She do the party line. She do reviews on different shows. When she goes to work, she drives to work and she do Sunday inspirational videos. I remember when I watched Armor Bra 09 video, she was like, she went back to her school and they still have the paper that she wrote. She wrote about a celebrity. What celebrity did she write about? She wrote about somebody growing up. She wrote about she's English. She like English major, like writing and stuff. You know me, I twist up, mess up stuff. But yeah, she does really good, and she read books. Yeah, everything. I like I'm around. I met her. I would like to meet her in person. Well, Let me give you a story about Armin Brown 9. She was in Dallas. All right, good night. She was in Dallas. Armin Brown 09. She was in Dallas, right? And it was Usher that she was. Yeah, it was about Usher. There you go. It was about Usher. That explains what was my favorite subject. Okay. Yes, so Armin Brown was in Dallas, and she had a layover. And she said, "Hey, Wiley, let's link up." I was scared to meet her because I'm very cautious to meet people. I'm very, very, very cautious. I'm like, oh, do it. But once you meet, we cool. I wanted to meet her, and I don't know why I didn't do it. And this was before the pandemic. And I had a car. It was no excuse. I had a car. I could easily we could have hung out, went out to eat, and all that. But I got to be Armin Brown 9. Very powerful black woman. Very powerful black woman. Very powerful black woman. I'm telling you, I got some child. These moderate powerful. I gotta meet B Scales. Who? Let me know. Tory Mon, J Real, B Scale. It's so many stuff I can say. Puppy Love, Mouth Open, Shantae, Day, TLC and 3, D1, Bright Star. Oh man, when I meet my moderators, it's oh my god. Oh man, it's gonna be a vibe. It's a vibe because they know me. Did I say day? Yeah, because some of my minds I'll be calling at 3-something in the morning. Hello, hey day, hey day, what you doing? Well, did you what's going on in social media? I call day, baby, it'll be about 3. I ain't doing that. I'm on my way. I'll be telling I'm on my way to get me some ice cream. What's going on with Cardi? I don't care if you up, sleep. I dial that number. Hello, yeah. So what's going on with Cardi? Yeah, what's in the news? Where you sleep? Okay, we supposed to be playing the game. I gotta get it. I gotta get the PlayStation. Hello, yeah, you are on my way to go get me some chocolate ice cream. Baby, I'll be up in there 7-Eleven getting cookies, ice cream. I will call at 3, 4 something in the morning. Hello, you up? Hello. Okay, yes, we can go to IHOP. Yeah, we definitely gotta go to IHOP in New York. Oh, they talk so bad about her. They want to watch the game over. Anyways, he got because they be talking. These people be talking so bad, but once you come over here, oh man, you gonna get hooked. He be calling at 7 at 3 o'clock. Yeah, I'll be at a 7-Eleven at 3 o'clock. And when I call B Skills, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live. You up? Yeah, we're going live. We're going live in the morning for the morning show. So B Skills used to be my co-host in the morning. Baby, we would have our coffee cups at 3, 4 up in the morning. We live. We talking about R. Kelly. We talking about what's going on. I remember one time I had called B Scales about Pastor Troy. I'm like, what's going on with Pastor Troy? Yeah, I didn't know who Pastor Troy was. I thought he was a Kojic bishop or something. So I called B Scales and B Scales came on. I'll tell you, we had fun. These moderators, like I really rock because they know me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they know me. They know my spirit. I've been reading urban books, based. So yes, somebody said about IHOP. Oh my gosh, I'll be here all night about IHOP. Long story short, somebody I called Pastor Troy. I called Pastor Troy. We was talking, and he hung up on me. That video was funny. That video was funny. Yes, that video was funny. Yes, yeah, that Pastor Troy. This is Pastor Wiley. Yes, I said, hey, Pastor Troy, this is Pastor Wiley. I'm telling you, yeah, it It was funny. I remember that. I had got off of work and she said, "Hey, we're gonna do this show." And yeah, it was fun. I had so much fun with her. And we had I called Pastor Troy because he was gonna do his show. We had some fun times on this episode. I would definitely got to re-upload it. Yes. Okay. Thank you all so very much. This was a long video. And I want to say thank you to all y'all taking time out of your busy schedule watching us. This was a long video. They said Pastor Wiley, Reverend Wiley, Bishop Wiley, Sale, T, Double Temper Your Appetite Wiley. It is Ferner and Claire. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to guess because my appetite be so strong. I remember the little lady said that. Oh wow, I don't know that. Wiley thought Pastor Troy was a real. I thought Pastor Troy was a real pastor. And they said, no, Pastor Troy not a real pastor. He's a rapper. Is he a rapper? So we had a conversation. I told him, and he hung up that phone. Every time Pastor Troy came to my city for a show, I always jumped on stage with him. Okay. And that's what I knew, the reach of the show, that different generations is on the show. Is a pastor a rapper? Yeah, I think he's a rapper. Yes, make sure you know that everybody use your coupons and donate. Yes. Oh yeah, everybody use your coupons. Yes, contribute. Thank you. Please do. This was lit. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the love offer, Denise. Thank you to everybody that have donated today. Thank you everybody that done cash apps. I just had a feeling to be on here with y'all late right now. And stuff like that. Not your laptop. Okay. Everybody's done. That was it. I ain't got no more stories. I'm stories out. We want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. And y'all can catch the replay. We'll do another like Q&A. Yes, Young Buck needs to come out of the closet already. Yeah, I remember that. We talked about that. We talked about a lot of stuff over here. All right. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let's see how we deal with the subscribers. Give me a second before we go. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Let me see. Oh, y'all did pretty good. We are almost at 16,500. We almost at 16.5. Okay, y'all did pretty good. Thank you so very much for subscribing today. Thank you. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. We did really good. Thanks, Wiley. You start my day across the pond. Thank you. Shout out to the UK followers, the people in Europe. Thank you. Let me see. Drop eye emojis in the chat. Yes. Wiley stay on a good while tonight. Yes, I did. I felt like it. You know, it was a great conversation. The conversation flowed. It was really nice. Make sure y'all drop some eye emojis in the chat. It's been a long time for a story time. Okay, yes. Let's do a city check-in. Where y'all calling it from? Oh yeah, I'm coming on tomorrow. Yes. Let's do a city check-in right quick. Let me know where y'all calling from. I mean, where y'all watching from. Thank you right now. Let's do it. Let's do a city. Because we got a lot of people in here. Let me see if I can play the record. All right. Illinois Jersey in the house, Philly in the house, hey, hey. Dallas in the house. All right, I'll let y'all know the next show. The next show is when we go live. Yeah. South Carolina. Oh, Chi-Town in the house. Chi-Town in the house. Yes. Follow me on Instagram, y'all. Once I learn how to do the TikTok, and I have a TikTok. Okay, I downloaded TikTok. So I'm going to try to do the Busted Challenge tomorrow. Or today, rather, because it's already today. I have TikTok already downloaded. Excuse me. Ooh, that coffee is coming up. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, TikTok, I got to download that. Yes, definitely going to have to download TikTok. I thought I had it already downloaded. I got so many apps. Let me download TikTok right quick. And I want to do 2 challenges. 2 challenges I got to do. I got to learn how to do it. And we got any TikTok geniuses in here that know how to edit the TikTok. Let me know. Because I got you cut and all that. Okay, let me re-download it. It took it off. All right. There's 2 challenges. All right. Yes, I do have a P.O. box. If you go to the description box, it's there. Shout out to Florida. If you want to go to the P.O. box, it's in the description box. All of our information is there. We have it posted there. Let me make sure. Let me double check. I believe it's in the description box. We have it posted there. Yes, it's there. So it's in the description box. Okay. All right. Any other last question? Anybody know how to find the menu button on YouTube? My links doesn't work. I have to browse history. I don't have TikTok. And also, too, we will go live. I don't know the time, but I will let you all know whenever I go live. I will put it on my Instagram and I will put it on my community wall. I'm trying to find another way to text you all when I'm live. But unfortunately, it's only allowing me to text a certain amount of people on this number. So it's only allowing me to text a certain amount of people on this number. But we want to personally thank you all for coming through today. Our regular folks are coming through. Most people are getting their notifications. Some are not, but I thank you all for catching the replay. We want to thank you all for that. All right. Thank you. Peace.